Wilkinson Chevy Cadillac Buick GMC welcomes you to the NFHS Network Game of the Week. Brought to you by New Image Media.
High school in Sanford, North Carolina. Sanford County seat of the County of Lee. How are you, sir?
Man, I'm great, man. How about you, man?
I'm good. I'm Chris Delambert. This is Jerry Chalmers. We are on the call tonight for the NFHS Game of the Week. I haven't been over here to Southern Lee in a million years, it feels like, but it's homecoming for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's where I got started 11 years ago in this booth. And I'm excited to see Southern Lee, who has been on hard times the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. This is a squad, especially with the conference realignment, that has kind of taken it on the chin, but the energy level with these kids has always been amazing to me.
Always, man.
And they flipped the script coming out of the gate last week with a big dominating win against Western Harnett.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to look to keep that momentum alive tonight against Seaforth, a program from just down the road, Pittsburgh. It's, there's people in Sanford that live closer to that high school than they do one of the other Lee County schools.
Right.
But Seaforth only in its second year of football. The program has been around for 3 years. Head coach Terrence Gray, he's all about effort, all about energy. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, Jerry, but he's not a big guy.
I haven't met him yet.
But he's a ball of energy, and I'm interested to see what he brings out here. Yeah. This team now, in their first year, with not a senior on the roster, got a couple of wins, which probably surprised some folks.
Yeah.
They took a tough L this past week, but they were playing or last week, but were playing 4A Purnell Sweat. Really couldn't get anything going on offense.
Right.
They're going to look to get well against Southern Lee and got to be scratching their heads because when they looked at the schedule last year based on records, they're like, all right, we're going to take a tough 4A opponent, but then we got Southern down there. You know, they've been struggling for the last couple of years. They might be surprised for what they've got in store for them.
Well, I definitely feel Southern is ready for this game. They came off a big win last week against Western Harnett. And to go back, if we talk about last year with Southern, they did play great
against
Lee County. So they finished out the season pretty strong.
Well, Jerry, it's not that they just played well against Lee County. They played well against Richmond.
Yes,
they played well against Scotland.
They did.
And what you saw in the second half of all those games is those guys run out of gas.
Yeah.
Everybody playing both ways. Yeah. Coach Blanks, Fred Blanks, in his first year as head coach, takes over from Mike McLean. It is a new day here, and he has got some athletes out there. I don't know where they've got the size on these guys, but I'm surprised at how big this Southern Lee team is. And it's not a year. In the last couple, we've been like, man, they're only dressing 25 people. They're only dressing 23 people. There have been games where we've counted people on the sideline. So they've been out there bringing them out for, I don't know if they're getting them out of gym classes, a soccer team, or what they're doing. But they're gonna look like a 3A football team tonight.
Correct.
And I believe that they can spread the effort around. And aren't going to wear some of these guys out. And they've just straight up got some top-tier talent.
They do.
Starting with Coach Blanks' three sons who all star for this team.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to be able to miss Marcus Blanks, who's going to start on both lines. One of the better linemen in the conference, number 62. Marcus is a 4-year starter that's finally getting that kind of reward on the back end of some tough squads. Michael Blanks, number 10, is as good a linebacker as there's in this conference. And then Brett Blanks, who play at wide receiver. I've been told in the past he's the best athlete in this county.
That's a big statement.
That is a big statement.
Huge.
But Robbie Sims at quarterback, junior quarterback, kind of took some lumps last year. He transferred in from Georgia, late transfer, kind of seized that job. They're excited about him, but they're going to try to run the football. You've got a two-headed monster with Tyrese Douglas and Johnny Jones for Southern Lee. They're going to try to get it going. Frankly, I don't know what Seaforth's going to do because nothing worked last weekend, so you can't really say they're focused on this. There's got 5 or 6 guys that touched the football out of the backfield. None had a whole lot of success, and they just didn't throw the ball. But, again, that was playing a 4A opponent. We'll see what happens tonight. I'm excited. It's a great night for football. That sun just got under the tree line, so we're not blinded. We actually can see what's going on down there. And, I love the start of this. I had not seen the matte orange look helmets that Southern's rolled out here, and I'm digging them. I love them.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm definitely ready to see Tyrese Douglas tonight. Had a big game last week.
He did.
A couple really big games last year. Also, it's a sentimental thing for me personally, but Julian McNeil, he is the brother of Wendell. And everybody knows Wendell Hill from Southern Lee, who had a great career here at Southern Lee. This is his senior season, so I'm definitely ready to see just quite a few players that I'm ready to see. But that statement about Mr. Blanks, that's a huge statement with the guy over there on the other side of the county, B.J. Brown. Hey, but we're not going to talk about Lee County.
Maybe I'll weigh in with an opinion at the end of the night. But I'm going to tell you, we are here. It's a great night for football. The weather's calmed down. It's not near as hot. It's dusk here in Lee County, and I'm excited. We're going to go straight down to the field. I'm Chris Delambert. This is Jerry Chalmers. This is the NFHS Game of the Week. Southern Lee in the home blue host Seaforth, the Hawks in the road whites. Let's go.
I got one thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Zaxby's for being the pregame show. Hey, Zaxby's.
Thanks, Zaxby's. You guys are awesome. All right, let's go down to the field.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford. With the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles. Check out our state-of-the-art service department and collision center, where our team can have you back on the road in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 3335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC.
I'm so glad.
All right. To kick off for Seaforth, handling all the kicking duties tonight, JT Deloach. That is a kicker's name, isn't it?
It is.
All right, man, good kickoff. Taking it about the goal line, and here we go. Southern. Big return coming. Uh-oh.
Big return,
53 yards on the return. Johnny Jones, who we knew we'd see in the running game, making a big play on special teams. We'll give him 53 on the return.
That looked like Mr. Tyrese Douglas there, man.
Was it?
Yes, sir.
I thought I had number 7.
Big Tyrese Douglas.
All right, little hiccup with the I'm not going to call them ball boys. That's like disparaging. And it was Johnny got confirmation from the
They
state.
were right beside each other. That was my bad, man. Hey, I'm ready to see Douglas, man.
Tyrese Douglas, you're going to see plenty of them. 4 touchdowns last week.
He runs strong, man. Transferred from Lee County the other year. He was behind B.J. Brown, but, hey, he came over here and definitely has made a name for himself.
All right, Sims hands to Douglas, and Douglas is going to have 6 on the first down carry.
Took the referee out on that play.
4 touchdowns, man. Big. Not a whole lot of folks can say they did that in a high school ball game.
Not at all.
And a kind spot. We're going to give him 8 by the time they finish spotting that. Good to have you back in the booth, Jerry. You were down on the sideline last week, and I know you like that a lot. I like it when you're right here next to me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it don't matter. I just love doing what I'm doing, man. I definitely enjoy it. I've been waiting all year, man.
All right, Sims with the hand, and that time it is. Got these narrow numbers. This is going to be hard to figure out today. And that is
8.
That is Douglas with the short gain. It's going to be enough. We'll give him 3 on the carry. And that is a Southern Lee first down. First downs brought to you by.
Man, we just behind him a little bit this afternoon, Chris.
I don't
First
know
down, guess who was by? Shed Depot.
Shed Depot, man. Hey, if you don't want to spend money on a shed, stay away. You're going to get 5 on the belly play to the fullback, Kamari Davis. Nice play. That's just that keep you honest run.
Mm-hmm.
We'll call it 4. 6 to go. You ever been over there on the lot at Shed Depot?
I actually used to work at Allotech and where Shed Depot originated. So,
Buddy.
Yes, I definitely know a lot about Shed Depot.
Buddy, my wife won't let me over there because I'm like, we could put this bar back.
Yeah. The man shed.
And they will build whatever you can dream up.
Yes, sir.
All right, fakes. Now the pitch from Sims and nowhere to go. But Jones, look at that, making something out of nothing. Squirts out of it. Tackle. Nice trying to get to the sideline. And pulled down. My fault. It is Douglas. And that is 7 on the carry and a first down for Southern Lee. Brought to you by Shed Depot.
Yes, sir. Now we got Johnny Jones coming in the game. Get to see him carry the ball a little bit from the back. I tell you what, Tyrese Douglas made that out of nothing.
Yes, he did. That looked like a big loss coming in the backfield.
Definitely did.
A shifty young man. Douglas, one of these seniors, has been here in the program and been through the hard times, looking for good times here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all runs so far, no passes for Sims. And you know what? As long as they keep doing it on the ground, Coach Blanks isn't going to change it.
Nice
Number
hit.
3 on the carry there, Mike Blanks, who stars at linebacker for the Cavaliers.
Tell you what, Jackson Powell definitely laid a big hit, number 10 for Seaforth High School, middle linebacker. Nice hit right there.
Second down, 7.
So we saw this last week with South Durham, Southern Durham at or was it Northern? It was Northern Durham at Lee County, where they very methodical, huddle after every play, working that clock, suddenly looking like they're doing the same thing. And this is Johnny Jones. He's going to have another suddenly first down. That's 3 in a row. And 9 on the carry that time for Jones. His first touch in the offense.
Mm-hmm. And you know what that put Southern Lee at, Chris? Can I steal it from you?
Go have at him.
The Remax Red Zone. I know you like the way I said that.
I'd
Red
love
Zone.
it. That's your thing, henceforth, sir.
Yes.
All right, first and 10
Yes,
from the 14-yard line. Seaforth not putting up much resistance to the Southern Lee running game thus far. Sims happy to just hand it off. Johnny Jones in there at tailback. Blanks is the up back, and Jones spun around and going to spin forward. Take a loss of about 1 on the play. And for the first time tonight, Southern Lee is off schedule. All right. It's been kind of easy sledding for Southern Lee thus far. Not a whole lot of imagination in the play calling. We'll see if they stick to what's worked thus far or if they start to get a little more creative. All right. Sims under center. Takes the snap. Hands. It's Jones.
Big hole.
Jones, big hole. Inside the 10 down to about the inside the 5 down to the 3, and that's going to be another Southern Lee first down.
Yes, sir.
Jones on the carry. Another Southern Lee first down.
Tell you what, Chris, it has been some great athletes to come through this program over here at Southern Lee.
Oh, my goodness, has there.
Can you imagine if Lee County and Southern would have never split? Man, tell you, man.
Well, I can imagine.
Yeah.
And the handoff is straight ahead with the fullback. Is he in? Is he in? Is he in?
Touchdown.
And that's Kamari Davis with the 3-yard plunge. And a Southern Lee touchdown to get on the board first. 7:14 to go in the first quarter.
So we got kicker Brian McCullough.
Yep,
He's a junior.
I think this is the last of the McCullum kids to come through this program.
Man, it's been a lot of.
Man, oh man,
Is it more McCulloughs or is it more Harringtons? There's got to be more Harringtons.
I think there are.
Okay.
I think there are. But the McCullums, it's amazing that they all do exactly the same thing. They kick the ball, and they kick it very well.
Very well.
And that is almost to the wall as Brian McCullum adds the extra point. And if I go through the night and don't call him anything other than Brian, I will be very proud of myself.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that is it. 7:14 to go in the quarter, a 7-0 Southern lead. We will be right back with the kickoff. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week.
Funnel cakes at Zaxby's? Sweet! Fried to perfection and dusted with powdered sugar? Sweet! Paired with the caramel sauce that's great for dipping, dunking, or drizzling? Sweet! Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
All right, welcome back to Sanford, North Carolina. Southern Lee looking to build on the momentum created last week with the big win at Western Harnett. They delivered, Jared.
Yes, sir.
You asked about, what would it be like had the Lee County school system not split into 2 high schools? Man, I can't even tell you. I mean, the talent that you've seen on football
so much.
going back the last 10 years. And, you know, there has been some talent that has magically leaked from this side of town over to Lee County, but I think that's starting to end.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe you start to see it go the other way as this program is on the come up.
It's possible. Definitely possible. JoJo, like I said earlier, JoJo Douglas, Tyrese Douglas was at Lee County at one point.
All right, McCullum with the kick into the end zone, which you don't see a heck of a lot in high school
at
football.
All.
The touchback on the fly. All right, getting a little chippy out there.
Mike Blanks and Caden Brewer going at each other a little bit.
Now, for all of the struggles that Southern Lee had the last couple of years moving the football, holding on to the football, they played good defense.
Oh, yeah.
They've got a group of linebackers that will come downhill and smack you.
Yes, sir.
Led by Mike Blanks, who is a junior. It seems like he's been here for 10 years. He was a day one starter at middle linebacker, and he is a sight to behold. He is going to play sideline to sideline, head on a swivel. He is as smart a linebacker as they come. Coach Blanks, over the last couple of years on this staff as an assistant, put in a lot of time with the secondary here. You've got a lot of long athletes. And this secondary can do some special things.
Oh, yeah. They were very athletic last year as well against Lee County. Definitely held it down.
Well, Lee County lucky to win that ball game, frankly.
They were, man. They were. But that's what you expect when you look for the Brook City Bowl, not the games that we've seen. Some of the games we've seen in the past few years. Last year that's what we expect in the Lee County Brick City Bowl.
All right, so penalty against Seaforth to kick this thing off. They'll have 1st and 10 at the 20 going the other way. And the first question to answer today is who's going to start at quarterback. And it appears to be
Seaforth takes over 1st and 10 on the 20. Offsetting 1st and 10.
Offsetting penalties. Seaforth takes over 1st and 10 on the 20.
We're learning.
I still haven't figured it out.
Can't see his number. Number 8.
Is that number 8 or number 9?
Looks like number 9.
Walter Intrican, who I expected to get the start, but it is 9. All right, little fold in the short gain on the belly play there. We'll give him 1 and see as this unstacks.
Tell you what, I know Seaforth would love to get some offense going. We talked about the numbers from their rushing game last Friday, and it wasn't too, you know.
Oh, we're talking about Seaforth?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a mess.
Yeah. yeah.
So that was number 10 on the carry to start that off. Jackson Powell, 5 carries for 11 yards last week, and this time quarterback Intrican's going to call his own number.
Hey.
And takes on a hit. Gotta like that.
He definitely lowered the shoulder on that one.
So, and he's going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd and 4.
Number 11, Mark Hall with the tackle.
Physical quarterback we got there.
That's to say the least. Now Intrican also plays some safety in the or in the defense. But yeah, he came looking for somebody to pop, and
he found it.
Huckleberry. All right, 3rd and 4 here. Seaforth certainly doesn't want to put that defense back out on the field. Nicholas Gregory in motion. Sets up in the on the right hand side of the formation in the slot. Now there's the pass, and right near the sticks, looks like he's going to have 4 on the catch, and just enough for a Hawk first down.
Hey.
And that's number 10, Jackson Powell, doing double duty. Had the carry on first down and picks up the first down on the catch there.
Now, Seaforth, I know, has definitely been known for their basketball program, which they had a player who actually committed to Division I basketball. So football now, hey, maybe they'll have somebody to come forth right now. Seaforth, come forth and play football.
We will be keeping our eyes out to see which one of these folks it might be.
Oh,
nice
delay
read. Screen, good read. Oh,
big pop
Michael
there.
Blanks.
That's Caden Brewer. Woo, nice hit.
Is that number 3?
Yes, sir.
No, that's Mike Blanks. You're looking at the wrong.
I'm at wrong thing. Mike Blanks. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong. Hey, man. It's the first.
It's been a
the first
long
day back.
day,
The first day
sir.
back. It's first day back.
George Weaver on the catch
Yes, sir.
goes backwards.
Big hit. Big hit.
Tight
Mike
end
Blanks.
Weaver there. It was a nice play design, but just nowhere to go. Blanks diagnosed it, got up there, and I told you, good nose for the football, and he has put Weaver. Weaver is down, and they're going to tend to the injury. While they do, we'll take a quick break. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week from Southern Lee High School in Sanford, North Carolina.
Yes, sir.
We'll take a break and be right back.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
We're able to get off the field. Hopefully he'll be back in the ball game, but moving slowly. We'll be evaluated. 2nd and 12, and Seaforth behind the sticks. Now they've shown a willingness to roll the pocket and throw the ball a little bit. Here, what do you do, Jerry? I mean, you're not going anywhere in the running game thus far. Do you just?
You gotta do what works for you. You got 13 yards passing to. How many yards passing right now?
2.
2.
All right, Intricate from the gun, and high snap, bobbles it. Now he's going to take off. He's dancing. Good job to get back to the other side of the screen, tracked down and chased out of bounds. He will pick up 5 on the carry.
He's an athlete.
He is.
He's an athlete. I guess I just need to see a little more offense from Seaforth to kind of gauge what I'm looking at right now.
Well,
I don't want to take last game stats and just put that there. I need to see it a little bit more for myself.
All right,
they may have something.
3rd down here, 3rd and 7 for the Hawks in the road whites. 4.5 to go in the first quarter. And I tell you, I said at the outset it was a nice night for football. It is muggy.
It is extremely muggy.
I kind of hit. All right, Intricate drops pressure. Now he's going to drop the screen. He's got his man and chased down and broken. Oh, and he breaks a tackle. Going to be out near the first down. Blanks had him. Couldn't wrap up, but delayed the progress enough that he's short of the first down. Going to be 4 on the game, needed 6. And that was number 6 on the reception, I believe, David Greenway.
Tell you what, the ref definitely missed a roughing the passer there.
All right. 4th and 2 from their own 38. This is fake territory. A safe look from Southern here. The snap is back. It's good. The exchange, nice punt. Of about 35 after the bounce, and it'll roll dead at the 31-yard line where the Cavaliers will come back and take the possession. 3.5 to go, 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers. Successful first series on offense, and then they come out and, they give up 1 first down, but get the ball right back. And I'll tell you, if they're going to run the ball like that, man, Seaforth.
It's going to be a long night.
Whew,
it's going to be a long night.
Seaforth going to have to solve this running game, or it could be a very long night. All right, I don't suspect we're going to see Southern throw the ball until Seaforth shows they can stop the run.
If it's not broke, don't fix it, right, Chris?
Yeah, and to be honest, they're still playing. They're giving some respect to those receivers out there. They're playing a soft cushion. They still got 2 safeties in the middle of the field. So, and I lied. There goes Robbie Sims. He's got his man tipped, trying to find his tight end on the play.
Matthew Kidd.
And not able to connect, and that will be 2nd and 10 coming up. Suddenly changing personnel. They run Avery Harrington onto the field. We were talking about Harringtons in the pregame.
There's a lot of them.
All right, Sims drops, hands That's Douglas. Douglas picking his way. He's got good vision. He's going to pick up 7 on the carry, bring up 3rd and short. His running style reminds me of Isaiah Pacheco with the Chiefs. Because he's straight up and down and just kind of moving, and there's a lot of extra body motion, but he doesn't seem to lose any speed. All right, inside of 3 minutes to go. Big play here for Southern Lee. They're going to want to convert, keep the offense on the field. All right, in at tailback is Johnny Jones. And the hand is to Jones. Nowhere to go. Wrapped up, going to be a loss of a yard.
That's D. A nice defense by Seaforth right there to hold him. Let's see if Southern brings the player down.
There's a man down, and looks like they're going to help him up. Oh, yeah. He's going to get up and walk it off. And in the meantime, Coach Blanks with a decision to make.
69 Caleb Waters down on the field, but he's back up.
All right, Southern Lee. Do you contemplate going for it here, Jerry? 4th and 4?
No. I don't. I at this early in the game, field position, you still Seaforth has only had the possession twice. They've had the ball twice. Once. You know, you got to. Not yet. It's too early.
Here we go. So let's reevaluate, Jerry. Do you consider going for it? Coach Blanks is going for it.
He's going for it.
Now, you got to always just try to draw him off sides. Sims under center, I formation, and there's the snap. It's taking here and running right up the gut, and he's going to have it.
Ooh,
he's going to have it. Needing to get to the 41. He's to about the 42, and that is going to be a Southern Lee first down.
Hey.
Coach Fred Blanks said, Jerry Chalmers, I don't give a dog on what you say.
Hey. That's why he's coaching. I'm in the booth.
All right. And that was Douglas on the carry, if I'm not mistaken. Douglas needed 4, got 5. I love the call.
Yeah.
And I think that when you saw what your defense was able to do, it empowers you a little bit more. So 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line, Southern trying to – a good opportunity to run at least the rest of the first quarter off the clock before they give the ball back. And here's the pitch. And there is Douglas again, and Douglas spins and has a pickup of 8 on the carry. And I tell you what, it's too early to say it, but they're starting to lean on Seaforth already.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of green in front of Douglas before he had any contact, and Seaforth kind of getting blown off the ball right now. Jones checks back in at tailback. It's been a steady rotation. All right, timeout Southern Lee. They got a little confusion in the huddle. 42 seconds to go in the quarter, up 7-0. Don't want to make a mistake at midfield. 2nd and 2 when we come back. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week. I'm Chris. This is Jerry. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, and if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
This is what. Oh, here we go. I'm talking trash about other facilities. I love the stadium here at Southern. It is a gorgeous place for football and any sport, really.
Oh yeah.
They do a really good job with the field here. It's always very flat, which I know sounds crazy, but that is a big deal. But it's in this bowl down here, and you've got the trees on one end and the brick wall on the back. It's just a good look.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you what I love. That ribeye sandwich.
Man.
They're famous for the ribeye steak sandwich.
They've been doing the ribeye sandwich for so many years.
I will have me one at halftime.
Got to. And if you have not if you're local and you haven't gotten down here and had the ribeye sandwich, you do not know what you're missing. It is sensational. It just falls apart.
It does, man.
Oh, God, it's good. All right, 2nd and 2. Sims under center from the eye. There's the reverse to Jones. There's some green. He cuts it out to the outside, and it'll be forced out of bounds, but not until he has a gain of 13. We'll give him 14 on the carry. A little misdirection there just to keep him honest. That is the 5th carry for Johnny Jones, 33 yards.
Seaforth should definitely thank Dane O'Neill there, last man there for Seaforth.
Wasn't anything left, was there?
No, nothing left. I thought that was it.
All right. Douglas in the backfield. Kamari Davis at fullback. And this is Douglas just
strong run.
Mashing people in the secondary. He'll have 11 on the first down run, and that is another Cavalier first down.
Yes, sir. Run game is doing everything it needs to do for Southern tonight.
Well, Woody Hayes once said, as long as you keep running the ball, or if you pass the ball, only 3 things can happen. 2 of them are bad.
Oh, yeah.
So why not keep running the football? That brings us to the end of the first quarter. It's been all Southern Lee so far. Up 7, looking to add to that as they approach the red zone. We will see what the second quarter has in store for us on the other side of this break.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded.
I got it.
You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. My name is Rich Trogdon, and we are First Bank.
I think so. I don't see any.
That sucks if they don't. Man, that's woof. Well, we're back. Thanks for counting us in, Win. All right, back in second quarter action for Southern Lee. We're a little probably too preoccupied with ribeye sandwiches right now.
Man, I'm definitely interested. Chris, now why didn't you tell me the hours right here?
Buddy, I had it's not doing enough good, man. And once I start sweating, it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
So at this point, it just doesn't make any difference. All right, kick off the second quarter. First quarter stats for Southern Lee. 82, 89, 92 yards running the football in the first quarter. That tracks for almost 400 running yards for the game. Ooh. And on the other side of the ball, not a whole lot going on. See if Seaforth can bounce back here. First, they've got to stop Southern Lee. Ball at the 21. Sims drops. Now he's rolling. Looking to run. There goes Sims. And wings it down. There's got a man, and he's in there. Touchdown, Southern Lee. No! We had a perfect vantage
Definitely
point.
looked good to me.
Well, can we get a replay?
Man.
Oh, my goodness.
Avery Harrington with a haul in right there, but hey.
Yeah. So instead of a 21-yard touchdown pass, it is a loud incompletion. Look from here. Look from here like both feet got it.
Look good to me, man.
But a bang-bang play, and the officials decided after conferring that it was no good. All right, 2nd and 10. Sims under center and hands. This is Douglas right up the middle, a lot of space. Gashing that defense, and he's going to walk in the end zone. 21 yards on the touchdown for Tyrese Douglas, who has his 5th rushing touchdown in 5 quarters of football.
That says a lot, man.
So an early call from Don Clayton, long time PA announcer here at Southern Lee, who just said McCollum comes out for the extra point. Extra point is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brian McCollum, take it away from the right hash mark. This is the 3rd of the McCollum children to kick here at Southern Lee. The combined point total, we need to figure that out. That kick is up. That kick is very good. And it is 14-0 Southern Lee. Just on the other side of 12 minutes as we began the second quarter. Southern making a statement early. Jerry Chalmers, man. Talk to me.
Big statement. I'm just loving what I'm seeing. Hadn't seen this from Southern Lee in quite a few years, man. I'm loving it. I love when the competition level is up on both sides of the county right now, man. It looking real good.
Well, if you would be so kind, can you do some inside private eye work and figure out what the score at St. Paul's is?
It is 0-0. Kickoff's at 8 o'clock, which is right now.
Really?
Kickoff's at 8 o'clock tonight. They moved
it
to 8 o'clock due to the heat.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I tell you what, I had the pleasure of working with him a game last year, and I had to tell him. I think I called you. I said, "Man, Chris, I call you the GOAT." and you just put an extra step on it this year, keeping stats and going play by play. This man is the GOAT. Do y'all hear me out there? This man, Chris Delambert, is the GOAT. He is the GOAT.
I love all this false praise, man. It's amazing. All right, McCollum the kick. He with the touchback on the fly after the last touchdown. Again, you don't see that much in high school football, and this is a junior. I'm just saying.
Again,
UNC missed out on Richard.
Did.
And I don't know if you recall, but Richard, when Larry Fedora was there, went to his coach's show and put him on the spot there. They still didn't offer, and he wound up at Western, where he has broken all kinds of conference records. And now, as a fifth-year senior, UNC and the rest of them sniffing around trying to get Richard McCollum to move out of Western.
Of course. Well, maybe they won't miss this one.
Well, Brian, it looks to me like he is a bigger kid. I'll have to check that out because none of the McCullum's particularly tall.
Right.
Brian looks like he's got a little bit more length to him, and he's just a junior, but that's a big leg right there, buddy.
Definitely is.
All right, from the gun, Intrican. Seaforth got to do something positive on offense. Nothing doing there as they'll get a yard on the first down carry. A band of Cavaliers there to tackle number 32. Number 32, I say a band. PA says
a host.
A host.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's crazy
number
that was
on
said.
The carry, I believe.
Because I was looking up, they're the Hawks, Seaforth, right? Am I correct?
They are.
What do you think a group of Hawks is called?
I'm going to say a terror of Hawks.
A kettle, a boil, or a cast of Hawks.
A kettle, a boil, or a cast.
Yes.
All right. I think a terror would be better. I just made that up. All right. Intricate from the gun. The hand. Number 6, Greenway on the carry again. Good job to kind of forward lean there. Gets 3 on the carry, and that'll bring up 3rd and 5. That's 13 yards on the ground for Greenway now.
Seaforth keeping the ball on the ground. A little better than last week so far.
Yeah. I mean, looking at the stat line, whew.
Yeah, it was tough.
It was tough sled. I mean, Purnell Sweat's a big ball club.
Yeah,
I mean, they're a middle-of-the-pack 4A squad, which just means that you might not have the best football players. At least you got big players to choose from. All right, there's a pre-snap whistle, and I think we're going to get a – I thought we had a timeout coming, but no, and that's going to make it 3rd and 9 as opposed to 3rd and 4. Seaforth not doing themselves any favors. Yeah, when you're, 4A school, even your bad players are bigger bad players. Right. And Seaforth, man, they ran up against it. It was tough sledding for the offense altogether. I do like what they are attempting to do on offense. I like the scheme. Especially Intrican has shown some ability to roll that pocket and complete the ball, keep his head down the field, and we've seen him unafraid to tuck the ball and run it, and even if there's contact, he sort of embraces that. Intrican on 3rd down. Drops. Pressure coming. Got it out there late. That's going to be incomplete. His first incompletion of the night. And on 3rd and 9, Seaforth going to trot the punting team back out there. And I'll tell you what, Southern Lee even through the darkest days here at Southern Lee, has always had dynamic athletes that will kill you in the open field.
Yes, sir.
And I have no doubt that given the trend back to good that's going on here at Southern, whoever got handpicked to be the punt returner has got to be an absolute dynamic athlete. All right, that is a bad snap. It's bumbling. There's the kick is out of there. It's short, and there's not going to be a return. And ball's going to roll dead just on the wrong side of midfield. 9:44 to go. Southern Lee will take over 1st and 10 from the 49.
Chris, to give you a little update, we got Northwood High School right now over Union Pines 6-0.
Man, Union Pines got in a must-win game down there.
Yes, sir. Scotland County 7-0 over Terry Sanford right now, and Lee County just kicked off.
All right, keep your eyes on Richmond. Richmond last week, woo, my goodness,
smoked
71st.
Smoked.
Went down to Richmond and put it on them. I expected a heck of a ball game. 71st been really good for a couple of years. I thought at one point 71st was the best 3A team in the East.
Outside of Jacksonville. Yeah.
I thought they were the best 3A team in the East, period, full stop.
Okay.
It didn't play out that way, but they were in that top shelf. But I expect them to go in and give Richmond a good ball game. But, man, to put it on them like that, come on.
There's Tyrese Douglas again.
I don't think that's Douglas. I think that's the fullback on that kid.
It is.
And that is Kamari Davis, and he's going to have 9. And when you can tuck it in the fullback's belly and get 9,
you don't get that
you're going to be tough to stop.
You don't get that much.
Already with a touchdown for Kamari Davis, that gets him to 16 yards on the night on his 3rd carry. All right, 2nd and a long one here. This is a shot I'd like to see them take a shot down the field to one of these athletes on the outside. Let's see if Coach Blanks agrees with me. Sims, hands, and there goes the back. That is Douglas spinning. God, he's got good balance. And he is still running, pushing the ball, spinning out of tackles, all the way down to the 20-yard line. That's going to be 22 more for Tyrese Douglas. And if you thought it was a fluke, that big game he put up last week with 4 touchdowns, guess again, 92 yards for the senior tailback already, and we've got 8.5 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. There is a Cavalier down behind the play. It is so hot out there, the first guess I've got on anything is cramping, but we'll let them tend to the injury, and while they do, we'll take a break. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford. With the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles. Check out our state-of-the-art service department and collision center, where our team can have you back on the road in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 3335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC.
Welcome back to Southern Lee High School in Sanford, North Carolina. Jerry Chalmers with the color call tonight. Chris Delambert trying to hang in there and live up to his example. I tell you what, Jerry, I love doing games with you. It's one of the things in life I truly look forward to. But, you know, there is something that could make tonight better.
What's that?
And that would be if Don Clayton were on the mic.
Man.
Because Big Don Clayton doesn't mess around. Don is he's been the PA guy here at Southern Lee for probably 8 years, 7, 9, 10, 11, I don't know how many years.
I'm telling you, I had a great time with him last year, man.
Don
he gave you a run for your money, Chris.
Don can tell you some stories, man, with me and him and Dave Kaplan. And I made the mistake one day of leaving him and Dave Kaplan alone to do a game, and I'm still scarred. All right, Sims under center inside the Remax red zone as the Cavaliers look to put 3 straight scores on the board and whips that thing. Man, he delivered a strike there.
That was great coverage by
looking for him, it really was.
Noah Lewis, who had a pick last game.
He did. One of the highlights last week.
That was great coverage. Great coverage on number 2. Julian McNeil.
Or was it Blanks?
Was it Blanks?
No, I believe it was Blanks.
It's the numbers, man.
I know.
It's these
they
numbers.
are narrow.
Yeah.
We got to talk Coach Blanks. We got to fix that right now. Booster Club needs to go ahead and hook up some new jerseys.
Big numbers.
All right, Sims now 0 for 3 in the passing game. But that's been a blip on the radar. 8:41 to go in the second quarter. Sims directing traffic, talking to his fullback. There's the snap. Going to toss. This is Jones on the carry. Patient. Now cuts it up. Got a first down. Got more. And he's trying to get on the touchdown train here. He spits out it. Oh, how'd he get in?
Yeah, he
19 yards for Johnny Jones. And I thought he was out of bounds, and he just squirted out of there, Barry Sanders style.
Oh yeah,
Johnny Jones. This is a formidable tandem, Jerry. We've seen some good tailback pairings in this league.
Oh yeah,
the last few years. This one is pretty doggone nice.
It's nice.
And you can see the passing game is that far away.
Oh yeah.
If you can create some balance in this offense, Southern Lee's going to beat some people, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Brian McCullum on for the extra point. The extra point is good. Now it's good for real. Straight through there, onto the track, and 8.5 to go. It's all Southern Lee here tonight. Man, it's good to see these guys back.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll take a break. 8.5 to go. We'll be back with the kick.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
All right, welcome back to Sanford, North Carolina. Seaforth coming up from Pittsboro here, not having a whole lot of fun thus far. All right, UP fans, any Union Pines fans tuning in, just made a goal line stand. Maybe they can get some momentum going against Northwood in a game they've got to get. The smaller schools in the Sandhills Conference competing with the big 4A schools, not a whole lot of wins to come by in league play. They have got to stack as many good W's as they can in non-conference play. Southern doing their part out here. Union Pine sputtering a little bit out of the gate, and they had a tough matchup with Northwood. Northwood, a good program down there.
Yeah, man. And they have a monster down there at North. Whoa, big return.
Right, nice open field tackle there. Nice open field tackle there by Nasir Jones. Last man standing, and that's how you teach it. And it never happens.
Break down. Yeah.
Watch that belt and hit him.
Yes, sir.
The form tackle there, but a huge return. Fielded at the 10, got 31 on the run back. So Seaforth with decent field position, 8:22 to go. They got to get something going, Jerry.
Got to.
In at tailback, Anthony Weiss. Intricate. Oh, it's
false start.
Motion there. People moving. Weiss last week, tough sledding. 5 carries, 4 yards in his time at tailback, which was kind of indicative of how things went for the run game as a whole.
Chris, you know what may help Seaforth?
What's that?
Every 4 years as a realignment. Basically.
Well,
kind of, sort of, right?
It's not going to help Seaforth, frankly.
Well, it could.
It's not, and I'll tell you why.
So?
No, because Seaforth right now is playing in a 1A, 2A conference. I've been on campus at Seaforth, sir.
Yeah.
That is probably a 3A school.
Ooh. Well,
which means they don't get to play
they don't go
with
there.
Northmore and with Chatham Central and with Jordan Matthews, and they're going to have to be in a conference with Lee County and Southern Lee.
Right.
That's what I see in their future. Now, that said, you're looking at a team that had no seniors on the roster last year at all.
Yeah.
A lot of young guys. They will build this program, and there is no shortage, you know as well as I do, out in Seaforth, where those neighborhoods are going up. There are going to be no shortage of booster money for personal trainers and equipment and the rest of that. Seaforth's going to get anything they want. So Seaforth could really turn a corner as these players kind of age into this.
So
but right now, you're looking at a lot of young guys.
That talent pool is right there with Seaforth and Northwood. They're right there together. So some of those guys are going to Northwood.
Yes, Intrican from the gun brings a man in motion.
Another false start.
Man, and they're a little shook, buddy. They're a little shook.
But I was speaking on Northwood earlier. They have a monster up there in Gus Ritchie, man, who just committed to NC State. Decommitted from my Tar Heels. Decommitted from my Tar Heels to go over to NC State. Hey, man.
Gus Ritchie I want to see Ritchie this year.
Yeah.
Because he got a lot of run last year.
Yeah.
And I have not seen enough of him to call myself an expert.
Gotcha.
I didn't see it translate. But in the summer camps, apparently he was on fire.
He started working with Coach Shavar.
I know that Oregon offered.
Yeah.
A lot of folks getting paid a lot of money to evaluate talent.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, I was excited to see Guy Ritchie last year. Northwood as a whole, a little overmatched against Lee County.
Yeah.
But Guy Ritchie, junior.
He
this
had
year?
some plays. Yeah.
Junior this year.
He's a junior this year. Big kid.
So do you think he'll play tight end at the next level, or will they move him over to defense? It's the athleticism that's got everybody's attention.
I think he'd play tight end.
All right.
I mean, tight ends right now are making their money in the NFL. I'll tell you that.
They are.
You got guys like Travis Kelce, man, tough.
Who's the kid at Georgia coming out this year?
Oh, man, why'd you ask me that?
That dude, he might be the transformational talent. He might change the
game.
He might change the game forever. So after 3 consecutive completions to open the game, Intrican now has missed on his last 3, and that'll bring a 4th and 19, and the punt team back out here for Seaforth, and this one could get out of hand, Jerry.
Yeah, it can, man. The passes are hitting the receivers in the hands. They're not catching the ball.
All right, Johnny Jones to return.
Tough sledding for Seaforth right now.
The last one bounced about 10 yards in front of me, couldn't get to it. I'm surprised he hadn't scooted up. But his job may not be, there were a lot of turnovers for this Cavalier team last year, and they may not want to take a chance. Oh, that's way over his head, and that's not going to go well. Gets out of it, and now he's going to try and run with it. And knocked out of bounds at the 25. That's a tough flag. Oh, my goodness.
Come on.
25, and that is going to be an enormous play in the ball game. A loss on the play of 3-4 after the good heads-up play to make something out of nothing from JT DeLoach. And at the sideline, smacked by a Cavalier
he was still
on his
running,
way
man.
out of bounds, and that is going to be a personal foul. And as part of the possession is an automatic Seaforth first down, so they're going to stay on the field. Wow, what a swing. That's as good as a turnover.
That's tough, man.
Tough call. Tough call.
If you're inbounds, hey.
I mean, do you let up and get yourself hurt?
That's what,
do you pull off and let the guy cut it up the field?
Football, Chris. It's football.
I agree.
It's football, man.
I agree. And for the moms at home, I'm sensitive. Yes, it's not supposed to be a violent sport, but when you're running with that football, you're signing up to get smacked.
That's what you signed up for.
That's how it goes. But after all of that, it's going to be a Seaforth first down, and Seaforth with a second shot here. No, he's first down signaled the wrong way. Oh, wait a minute. Are they going to put the – did they wave the flag off?
Because it still wasn't a first down.
I thought on a personal foul and a live ball personal foul that it was an automatic first down, but I apologize. Where's my rules analyst?
Yeah, I'm not – you got me on that one. Yeah, we got to call Nate for that one.
All of that.
We got to call Nate for that one.
All right, I didn't think that was a dead ball, but apparently they're going to say it was a dead ball foul. And I guess, if they're saying he's out of bounds, it is dead ball, I suppose. Yeah. All right, well, Southern will take it. That takes the sting out of that 15-yard penalty, and it is Southern with the football. First and 10 from the 40, and there's a little quick pop pass. That's batted down at the line of scrimmage, and Sims now 0 for 4 in the passing game.
Sims passes incomplete. Second down and 10.
Southern 2nd and 10. Those incompletions they've not been punished for them yet. I'm trying to figure out what it takes to get a T-shirt up here. Cheerleaders, it's like I'm at a pro game. They're giving
scrambling.
away, and Sims got to get rid of that. One too many juke there, and he gets sacked for a 4-yard loss.
Joystick broke on that.
Yep. All right, so the first 3rd and long of the night for Southern.
4 yards on play, 3rd down and 14.
That's what my my rec coach, he would have called that getting cute.
Well, Sims a junior, but still a young man, and sometimes you just got to. It's hard when you're that athletically gifted just to say, hey, I'm going to take the L here.
And right after 20 minutes into the game, Lee County 7, St. Paul 0.
Well, that's as it should be. All right, here's the toss. This is Douglas. Douglas picking. He's going to pick this first down up.
Following this block, I love seeing that, man. I love it.
24 for Tyrese Douglas on the 3rd and long run, and that was almost a give-up play, and it's coming back. They're going to get a hold there back at the 35. So 24 on the carry, but that is coming back. So they're going to mark that from the spot. That's going to put them right back at about the line of scrimmage. A net of -1 here is what I suspect we're going to see.
Visitor tonight from the furthest place on the continent comes to us from Pampanga, Philippines. Let's welcome Pampanga, Philippines to Sanford, North Carolina Cavalier Stadium.
Tell you what, Jermaine, Mr. Best, who also scored on a fumble recovery last week, just scored on an 81-yard fumble recovery.
Got a nose for the football. And, he's playing that defensive end spot, and he looks like a wide receiver.
Yeah, he's
so when he gets the ball, all right, Jones on the carry. He's patient, and he's going to pick up the first down. Jones looking like Le'Veon Bell there, just sort of skipping and dancing, waiting for his blockers.
Block, man. That's nice.
They're going to mark him out about a yard short, it looks like. Let's see where the spot is. Got a disagreement between the officials than they are. He needed 15, got 14. Nice run. No chance you're going to do anything but go for it here. 66 yards on 7 carries now for Jones. You can mess around and have a pair of 200-yard rushers for Southern tonight.
I see it.
All right, and is Jones – wow. Jones is still in there. Are they going to bring the punt team out? Are you serious? Are they going to kick a field goal from here? Well, I'm confused as to what Southern's personnel said. They're going to try a field goal from here, buddy. This will be a 50-yard field goal. Brian McCullum, man, as a junior, about to take about a 50-yard kick. It looks like they're going to spot it at the 49, maybe the 38. So this will be 48 from the right hash. They're going to take a timeout. Maybe they're going to reconsider here. You got 4th and a yard, man. I'm going to tell you what. I have all the confidence in the world in any McCullum kicking a football anywhere.
Yeah.
The way my offense is running the football.
Yeah.
Brother, I'm not.
He went for that earlier.
I'm going to jam it in there and take my chances on giving up a short-ish field. There are just too many things that can go wrong in the kicking game, and you get a block kick here for a touchdown and you swing momentum. I think I'd go the safe route, but nobody cares.
So after a big play by Lee County, St. Paul returns a kickoff 93 yards for a touchdown to tie the game back up. Ooh. Also, Union Pines have taken the lead against Northwood 7-6.
Jason Trisdale getting things on track there. Head coach at Union Pines, one of my favorite human beings. Oh, they're going to kick this thing, Jerry, from the right half. Spotted at the 38, 48 yards. I'd love to know what his career long is. I'm sure he'll tell you.
This might be it.
I'm sure he'll tell you he can get it from about 55. And I'll tell you, we've seen those extra points, and he's kicked them high and long. The key here is not to get this thing blocked. All right. Here we go. All right, and the home cooking, working with him, turning down the music. It's a dead, silent crowd here. This is like,
oh yeah,
you know, high drama. Brian McCullum for the 48-yard field goal. That's a clean snap. That is down. That is up. That's all the
good
distance. That is going to be just wide left.
Oh man,
enough boot
had the
on.
distance.
Woo. I tell you what, man, the most impressive part of that was the mechanics of the the snap, the whole,
everything.
Man, I take it back.
And I'm not mad at Coach Blanks for that. Now that I see that, I'm not mad at that. Give your kicker some confidence. You're up 21-0.
There are big 4A schools
Don't
in
have
this
a kicker
state
like
that cannot, not just that, who can't find a doggone long snapper
Yeah, that's a
that
fact.
can deliver a ball like that. Good work on all the way around, and just came up short.
That is a fact.
And now this defense is back on the field. Now, in North Carolina high school football, unlike some other levels, the ball goes back to the 20 instead of it being taken at the spot of the kick. So 80 yards to go for Seaforth, 6:11 to do it. Offense started out showing a little bit of potential. It's been rough sledding these last couple of series. Intricate from the gun. Drops. Pressure coming. Pressure coming. He steps up, and it's going to be chased down from behind and sacked. On the sack are 3 Cavaliers getting up out of the pile.
Tough.
Michael Blanks was there along with his friends. And second and long. And I tell you, Intrican, really a good athlete. You can tell. Good vision, but just nothing going on down the field. Southern with a long history of defensive backs here, kind of highlighted by Nate Thompson, who starred at Duke. He got 1 year left at Duke.
He's at Akron.
That's right. He did transfer to Akron. You're right. Started at Duke. Now he's a Zip.
A Zip.
He is a Zip. Intrican from the gun. Cocks it, pulls it. Ooh. I tell you what. Threw it short and too far out ahead of his receiver, looking for
flag on the play.
John Becker there.
Tell you what, we were talking about kickers, man. That just shows me this county, between the 2 high schools, have had some great kickers.
Yeah, they have.
Great.
Well, Trey Underwood in the state record books.
Yes, sir. We finished at number 2 overall scoring. Was that what it was?
He was in the top 5. I'd have to look to see where he ended up in terms of total points. And Intrican came out 3 for 3 to start the game, hadn't hit a pass since, and is now 3 for 7. That's an ineligible man downfield. We're seeing that called more and more.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to one of the guys at the High School Athletic Association, because that's got to have been – it's got to be a point of emphasis. We never used to see that. Now we see it all the time.
Not as much.
It's odd to see a game go by where we don't see it. And last week we saw 2 touchdowns come off the board because of the same penalty. And it drives coaches nuts. All right. Southern declines that penalty. 3rd and 13 here for the Hawks. 5:18 to go. And they hand it into the middle of the line, and that's going nowhere. Going to lose a yard. Coming out of there, number 6, David Greenway on the carry.
Mike Blanks in on the tackle there.
You get used to that, buddy. Blanks is in on most of them. And here's 4th down, so after all of that, 4th and 13, a horrible snap last time, flew over the head of the punter. He managed to pick it up. 15-yard penalty on Southern Lee at the end of that, and after much ado, they awarded the ball back to Southern. But keep your eye on this snap. Southern not really coming after the kicks so far. And there's motion. Greenway fell out of his stance. He was the protector on the right side of the formation. Lean forward, and once you get leaning, you can't stop that momentum. All right, so yet another penalty on Seaforth.
Little update, Butler 7, Richmond County 0.
Richmond. Well, Richmond got out to a rough start last year, found their way into the playoffs.
Northwood back up over on Union Pines, 14-7.
All right, Deloach from his end zone. Snap is good this time. Dropped, and that's going to be disaster.
Oh, man.
All right, he's going to be stuffed down there. That's going to be a loss of 13.
To the 1?
And it's going to be spotted at about the 1 yard line.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Southern can probably punch this in right here. 21-0 already. Southern about to be they were gifted field position at the 1. The last snap over DeLoach's head, that might have been in his head as he mishandled that one. That one hit him between the in the numbers. Here we go. Sims from the I formation. 2 wide receivers in the set, and Sims going to call his own number, plow ahead. That is 4 rushing touchdowns for Southern Lee, all of them from different backs. This is Sims and his first touchdown rushing of the year. And it is 27-0, all Cavaliers here.
Cavaliers definitely is building a lot of confidence right now. These first 2 games, regardless of who they're playing, definitely builds confidence.
I know what you mean, buddy.
It's hot. Let me just say that, Chris.
All right, 5 rushing touchdowns for Lee County last week. 4 already in the first half this
Southern.
week. Did I say Lee County?
Yeah, it's hot. I told you it was hot, man. I understand.
Seaforth 0 with 4:25 left to play in the half.
And I tell you what, man, Southern, they're going to have to be punching up a couple of times in conference play, but there's not a team that's got better kicking game than Southern Lee. And that's saying something. Pinecrest usually has a really good group of special teamers. But, man, I like what I'm seeing so far. 4:25 to go in the first half, all Cavaliers. I can't remember the last time I said that, sir. And you know what? I was here through the Don Simon era, and with Mike Fowler over on the radio, man, it was happy days. We're back, man. I am trying to figure out how radio still got their own booth, and we're here, in the common area.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, man.
We'll work on that.
We got a vent. We got a vent.
The only upside of this is this big booth space, man. Is when we start to get funky, we're not going to be sitting in that little booth in there. This is one of the nicer press boxes in the region, and it has been since they built this place.
We've been in some rough ones. Woo. We've been in some rough ones, Chris.
All right, the kick is up. McCullum didn't kick that. I'm trying to figure who that was.
Another big return. Nice return back to the 30.
Who was that with
33.
the kick? Was that number 20 kicked that ball off? And that is Jamel Benz. Is that correct? Interesting. It certainly wasn't McCullum. So Southern, doing some stuff with personnel. I'm excited, man. Southern, we've talked about it. It's been lean times here for a couple of years. This is far and away the biggest squad that we've seen out in blue and orange in a while. And it is great. It is great.
Get that football culture back over here at Southern.
Man.
Like we said before, it's been some great teams.
Yeah.
Great Southern League teams.
I mean, not the least of which was through the Don Simon era where they beat Southern, beat Lee County in consecutive years. And the talent that came through here, man, was top shelf. Another sack for this defense led by Mike Blanks. That's a loss of 2. Intrican, nothing down the field.
Referee timeout.
Is this a uniform situation? If it is, and he's already waving his hands. The players hate to get called out for uniform stuff and have to go explain to coach what's going on. Running straight to the bench, so it's got something to do with his uniform. And in the game checks in number 15, Duffy Palmer. Watch Duffy Palmer. Oh, no. So that was the quarterback, Intrican, that rolled out. Duffy Palmer, who split time at quarterback, is in there, number 15. Palmer, a sophomore, then dropped to throw on first down, throws the screen out there, does a good job, and I tell you what, defender flashed in front of that, and then unable to hang on to it is George Weaver. And Palmer keeps that string of Seaforth incompletions alive. That's 5 straight incompletions now for Seaforth. 3:48 to go, and on 3rd and 11, you got to start thinking, man, if you go down 5 scores in this heat with a relatively thin team.
Oh, yeah.
We shall see. All right. Palmer's still in there on 3rd and long. He's trying to draw him off and get a free 5 to make this a little more manageable. Checking that wristband. Takes a snap, hands into the middle. That's twice in a row on 3rd and long they've done that. And that ball's out. Ooh, it was ripped. But he gets back on it. Southern lead defenders pulling that starter cord on the lawnmower. That was David Greenway on the carry, got 6, nowhere near a first down. And the last 2 snaps have been a bit of an adventure for Seaforth. One over the head of the punter, the other dropped by the punter, neither with good results. And they can ill afford to give up another score here on the road. Could get out of hand. Oh, there's a pre-snap penalty. That's not the first time we've seen that in the kicking game.
As it was a great snap.
It was. Hope they didn't use up their good one.
14-0 Butler over Richmond at the moment. 14-7 Lee County over
St. Paul. That's a game if you're Lee County, you're looking to stretch your legs out and get some subs in. That's a 2A team down there. St. Paul, a good 2A team.
Yeah.
But Lee County ought to be able to handle them tonight and shouldn't get too much resistance next week with Southeast Guilford. And then Panther Creek in week 4 is a completely different animal. That's over his head, and that's going to be bad news. And he is stuffed down there at the 5-yard line, and the wheels have come off.
Chris, at this point, I don't know if I'm punting the ball anymore.
Man.
I just don't know.
So that is a loss of 29 on the turnover. And the rushing line now for TJ Deloach is 3 carries for negative 46 yards.
Jeez.
And Southern, woof. Man. I love this. I can't tell you how many times we've come into Southern in the last couple of years and been afraid Southern was going to be on the wrong end of this. Not to take a victory lap on Seaforth. You know, this is bad luck right now, and Seaforth's going to get a timeout. They want to talk about this, but they got to make a stand right now. You go down 5 touchdowns on the road, you can probably warm up the bus. We're well on our way to running clock, and Seaforth trying to pull the rabbit out of the hat. Southern, on the other hand, trying, get 7 more. And I want to see if they got a 5th running back they can get a touchdown.
They might.
Keep it spreading it out.
I
don't know if I've ever seen the team get 5 rushing touchdowns with 5 different players to open a game. All right, 2:40 to go. We'll stay right here. We're getting close to halftime. And halftime, who is our halftime sponsor, Jerry?
Our halftime sponsor tonight will be Remax.
All right, Remax Real Estate Services. Tom Welburn, who gave me my chance to do this 11 years ago, used to tell a story about Crystal Copus, and I don't even know how that story started, but he said something about how quickly she had sold his house, and by the time Tom passed away, I believe that story was that she had sold that house like 10 days before they even met with the realtor, let alone listed, man. It just got fat. It was a fish story going in reverse.
Oh, yeah.
But I miss Tom, man. That was a good man. Tom Welburn, the longtime voice of high school sports here in Lee County, and sorely, sorely missed by all of us. Good man. All right. Jones in there at tailback. He's got a touchdown. Davis at fullback. He's got one.
They got it. Nice play.
Let's get it on the reverse, and it is a 5th Cavalier.
Oh, yeah.
With a rushing touchdown to open this game.
That's number 12. Avery. Is that Avery Harrison?
I got to get the AD's son a touchdown, man.
Is that him?
That's somebody trying to. That's somebody
is him.
looking for job security, Coach Blanks. I see you. Tommy Harrington, the newly minted AD here at Southern Lee. Been here on staff at Southern Lee since I think they opened the doors.
Oh, yeah.
His son Thomas, a much accomplished quarterback and even bigger Major League Baseball pitcher. Well, not Major League yet. He's in the minors.
He's getting there.
But he's getting there. And that was number 13. It wasn't Avery Harrington.
It wasn't Avery.
No, it was Matthew Kidd.
Matthew Kidd.
Yeah,
okay.
you know.
Couldn't tell.
You could. I blame the numbers. And since we're talking Mr. Harrington, get new jerseys. We can't see these numbers. All right, number 13, Matthew Kidd with the touchdown.
So in the updated scores, Isaiah with an interception for Lee County with a 2-yard run by B.J. Brown for the touchdown that puts them up 14-7.
B.J. Brown with his 8,000th touchdown of his career.
Oh, yeah, man. Yes, sir.
All right, Southern Lee, 35-0. My goodness. Who's looking at us?
Chris, this just gets so on nerves. It's an in thing. It's an inside thing, you guys. Don't pay me and Chris no attention, man.
All right, with the kickoff, again, that is number 20 kicking off. And fielded at the 10-yard line, coming around the right side with a head of steam. And here it goes again. That form tackle knocks him out. Oh, my goodness. Nazir Jones, loving playing kickoff coverage team.
Again.
Look at the coaches over here, buddy.
Again.
Nazir Jones putting on a tackling clinic, man. I need a coach's video right here. Come on.
He's hurting, yeah.
Man. I tell you what, man. I have commented before in Southern League games in the last couple of years with these undersized guys in terms of, weight and their fearlessness.
Yeah, man.
Taking people on heads up. Now we've been saying for a couple of years, all these kids getting all these reps, it's going to pay off. Man, this is the year.
They're not scared.
Southern Lee. I'm going to tell you right now, Jerry, this Southern Lee team is going to playoffs.
Hey.
I said it.
I like it.
I said it.
I like it.
I said it.
I like it, man.
Man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man.
Talking about UP, the only team with
Hey, I like it.
But Don, I don't know why you're trying to put me on blast, man. Now, hey, look. Southern's got Eastern Randolph and Fairmont.
Right.
Fairmont better figure out a way. They need to have a burst pipe or something. They don't want any of this Cavalier smoke. Oh, Fairmont's got to come here. Y'all better watch out for some sort of attack on the school. All right, Eastern Randolph, get ready. The Cavaliers are coming to town.
I heard that one.
All right. Intrican they're trying to get cute and doing nothing. This Cavalier defense is playing downhill. A loss of 7 on the play. Swung down.
There he is by Julian McNeil. That was Julian McNeil that time on that. So I finally got it right. Chris.
Who had the carry?
Didn't see who had the carry. Number 2. So that was
number 2, Nicholas Gregory. That's what I thought. Gregory with the carry, and for his troubles loses 3 yards.
For his troubles? Oh man, bot snap,
buddy. And that's going to be a 11-yard loss for Intrican.
At halftime, Chris, what is your speech if you're a Seaforth head coach? What do you tell them?
So I'm reading a book right now, Jerry, called The Infinite Game.
Mm-hmm.
And the Infinite Game, the theory is that the difference between infinite games and finite games are that finite games are ones that have a measurable result at a fixed ending point, and they're very temporary.
Gotcha.
I think I would be talking about the more infinite game of football and its positive impact on your life and not paying attention to the scoreboard. And I don't think anybody would pay any attention. This has been rough.
Agree.
8 yards on the carry for Intrican. That's the first good positive play in a while and puts him back to 0 rushing yards for the night on his 6th carry. And the punt team comes out here, and he's out of bounds to stop the clock, which means Southern gets one more crack at this thing.
Oh,
That's what I thought. All right, Southern here. 42 is the goal to get to running clock. I said it. I said it. Whoever is listening at home, I'm telling you. Man, you better come down and watch this. They must have just tuned in. Coach Blanks, go tell Coach Blanks they're not going to the playoffs. And you know what?
Another penalty. Another penalty.
Oh, man. I
told you who it was, man. That's old Dirty Nate.
I know.
You know Nate.
I know who it is.
Of course.
I'm telling you right now, this team's going to go 4-0 into conference play. They're going to get at least 2 conference wins, walk out as a 6th win. 7, they might get a 7th win. Who knows? They might get an 8th and a 9th. I don't know.
Finally, we got a punt off.
And that lands shorter than I thought it was going to.
Oh, yeah. Takes a good bounce.
And 31 seconds to go. Nice punt after the roll, 35-yard line, 31. Do you take a knee here, Coach, or do you? What do you do?
I'm going to keep running my offense. I don't think I'm going to take a knee. I'm definitely going to keep running my offense.
All right, 31 seconds to go. Southern with a full complement of timeouts. I would assume they're not going to use them, but who knows? And they don't come out in any special victory formation or anything like that, so they're gonna play this. Nope, that is, well, split backfield. Sims under center. He is going to hand, and that's that cross buck.
That's Douglas.
And that's Douglas. Douglas. Man, I tell you what, clock's going to stop to set the chains. That's 12 on the first down carry for Douglas. They're in a hurry. They're going to run this thing.
Yeah, I'm running my offense. I can't blame you, Coach Blanks.
12 more for Douglas, and that puts Mr. Douglas over 100 yards for the game, 104 on 10 carries. 22 seconds ago, the clock winds. 20, 19, 18, 17. Sims, got to get him set. Here we go. He's dropping, looking, got a man. Oh, he underthrew that. That's up in the air. That's picked. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Wow.
It happens.
Blanks never got his head around. Sims basically spiked that thing, and it hit.
Did it hit his feet?
Yes, and popped right up in the air. And picked off by the Seaforth defense, who had 2 picks last week, and now get one here, a sparse highlight reel, but that'll be right at the top. 6 seconds to go. Seaforth with a shot, and who knows? Palmer in there at quarterback. I take that back. Intrigan is checked back in. Intrigan at quarterback. 2 deep safeties for Southern. Here comes the pressure. Intrigan going to get out of bounds. Double zeros on the clock. He loses 3-4 on the play, and that is the perfect summation of this first half. We will be back on the other side of the break with the Remax halftime show, and we will talk about this, and we will speculate as to what the halftime speeches in both of these locker rooms look like. I'm Chris Delambert. This is Jerry Chalmers. This is the NFHS Game of the Week. Southern Lee all over Seaforth.
Love it.
See you in a minute.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
Welcome to the RE/MAX Real Estate Service halftime show, brought to you by New Image Media, only on the NFHS Network.
Welcome to the RE/MAX halftime show. I just saw a blast from the past. Denny Woodruff.
Yep.
The legendary Denny Woodruff is in the radio booth tonight, and I didn't know it. Him and Mike Fowler. That is the dream team. Been doing Southern. Well, they go back a long time doing Southernly radio. Denny retired a couple of years ago, but he is back tonight, and man, that warms my heart to see him out here doing his thing. Man, you know what? That trumps everything. That's amazing. That is amazing. All right, rough sledding for Seaforth. I expected a good competitive ball game. I thought I was going to see a real test for Southern Lee. That hasn't materialized yet. And it started with the assertion of that Southern Lee running game.
Yes.
Seaforth has not had an answer, but now it's translated, and the Southern Lee defense is just getting loose.
Oh, yeah.
They're in the backfield. They're pressures. They're shooting gaps. Seaforth with no time to do anything. The running game's been neutralized completely.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, when you look at the performance Southern Lee's putting up against this running game tonight, it's better than what Purnell Sweat did.
Agreed.
Last week. That's pretty impressive, sir. Let's look at the numbers. 2, 3, 20, 16, 14. 14 rushing yards for Seaforth in the first half. And that doesn't include, and that's not even an accurate assessment because they lost 46 yards on special teams. They're upside down 32 yards in the running game and only 8 yards passing.
Tough sledding, man.
Yikes.
Tough sledding.
Man, and Coach Blanks, who is, a defensive side of the ball guy, he took the helm this year. A lot of people with, eyebrows arched.
Oh, yeah.
This was essentially a parent assistant who got the nod for this job. And, people called me, and I think there were some people wanted me to say, hey, this is crazy.
Yeah.
No, not crazy.
He's not scared.
This guy is no joke.
Yeah, he's not scared.
I love Fred Blanks. I love his candor. He's not afraid to say what he thinks. He has been unhappy with some things in the district and with the state, and he is one of those guys that won't hold back, which makes for a great interview.
Agreed.
But he's just a powerful presence. He's one of those guys, I'll cut up with anybody.
Yeah.
I kind of hold back with Fred. He doesn't play around, man. But this Southern team, man, look, we've been saying for 2 or 3 years, all of these young guys getting all these reps because they were devoid of seniors. And let's call it what it is. You had a migration of talent over to Lee County with what's going on with Steve Bordeaux in that program. In the aftermath of the state runner-up performance, they've become a perennial – they've maintained their status as a perennial powerhouse. That's a playoff-bound team over there. Southern were, 5 or 6 years removed from Southern being competitive in the conference every year, beating Lee County a couple years in a row in the Brick City Bowl. Last year, at the end of the year, you said it, man, they had Lee County on the ropes and just couldn't put them away. B.J. Brown saved the day. It wasn't even B.J.
No, B.J. He didn't even play that game. Yeah.
They came back late, did just enough to win that thing.
Yeah.
But Southern, moral victory after moral victory after moral victory where they couldn't put teams away. They played Richmond tough into through the first half. All the rest of that, now it's translating. And I'm going to tell you, last week, that Western Hornet team, we saw them twice last year. Not a bad ball club. Southern put it on them.
They did.
They're doing even worse to Seaforth right now. And they've got 2 relatively, I'm just going to call them winnable games in the next 2 weeks. You could have laid some money somewhere and gotten good odds on Southern starting out 4-0. And I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. But at this point, warm up the buses. It's 35-0 here.
Yeah.
Seaforth going nowhere. So unless there is a complete total disaster, Southern's going to get a second consecutive impressive win, and folks better start paying attention. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, Lee County is on the road at St. Paul's, a 2A squad. I'm looking for them to go in there and put up 50-7. They're in a barn burner. It's 14-14,
man.
Coming to the close of the second half.
You know, as we seen with Lee County last week, it's like you got to play a half to get them started.
Yeah.
You know, once they get adjusted, that like last week, they turned it on in the second half. This year, they don't have the team, to me, to do that. Once they get further in the conference, playing against teams like Pinecrest, playing against Southern, I mean, I can say that right now. The way Southern came out this first half, they're playing football.
Well, then let's take a look at it. So the most important position in the offense for both of these teams, Lee County and Southern Lee, is going to be at tailback.
Agreed.
I'll tell you right now, B.J. Brown's best tailback in this conference, one of the best tailbacks in the state.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that there is another guy at Lee County that is as good as Tyrese Douglas or Johnny Jones over here.
It's not.
So you've got a two-headed monster over here. You got B.J. Brown over there. Both teams look like they're going to be run heavy during this year. And both teams are going to desperately want to open up the passing game.
Yeah.
It's a matter of which or if both can get that going. And on defense, both of them playing downhill. If I had to tell you I liked one defense better than the other right now, I'd probably tell you I like this Southern Lee defense.
Ooh, it's hard to say, man.
I'm not saying from a size, talent, skill standpoint that Lee County doesn't have the athletes, but I'm telling you, from what you see on the field, from the opening whistle tonight, we haven't seen that from Lee County in 2 years. And I said what I said.
I mean, we're playing Seaforth.
I got it.
I
got it.
Nate, I know you're listening.
Lee County was playing Northern Durham, and they're playing St. Paul's. They got St. Paul's with 14 points on the board.
We're about to get a text in a few minutes.
I'm sure we're probably going to get a phone call is what we're going to get.
Right, yeah.
And heaven forbid there's, certain Lee County boosters that are watching.
Oh, man.
My tires are going to be slashed when I get to the parking lot. And this is no bash on Lee County. Lee County can run the table in this conference. I got to be honest, this is Pinecrest. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is Pinecrest's conference to win. If they play to their potential, I don't think any team in this conference will beat Pinecrest. That doesn't mean that on any given Friday you can't step out there and anybody beat them.
That's correct.
But Pinecrest, man, they're deep, they're big, they're strong, they're fast. They got a great program with a great system. And all of the bells and whistles you could ever ask for in terms of the ancillary things going on. Richmond sputtering again. Scotland, a late change at quarterback that's kind of thrown them into flux. We'll see how that affects them moving into the season. So there are some question marks outside of Pinecrest.
Agree.
But I'm not sure Southern Lee's not going to sneak up into the conversation at some point.
Hey,
you've seen enough. Is Hope County going to blow them out?
I have not seen Hope County.
Hope County's not going to blow them out.
Will not
Union Pines. Union Pines has got, man, I don't know what they're going to do with this team here.
Yeah, we'll see.
And then you've got, Scotland, Lee County.
We're going to see, man.
Hey, we'll see. And honestly, frankly, given the fact that this is a 3A ball club, they can go into conference and drop a few games, and it's not really going to do that much harm.
Agreed.
If they go in and Pinecrest runs the table and goes into the playoffs 11-0, and they beat Southern Lee, well, cool.
That don't
They're
matter,
a 4A squad that's, one of the better teams in the state. Same for Lee County or for Scotland or Richmond if they get hot. So they have to do their damage in the non-conference schedule.
Correct.
They're doing that. How much more do you want to see from Southern Lee? So
it's game 2. I got to play devil's advocate.
I know.
It's only game 2.
Look, I think you're hating on Southern Lee.
No hate. It's only game 2. I'm ready to see some more football, man.
I'm excited. I am too.
See some more football.
All right. Seaforth electing not to go into the back at halftime. I'm going to see if Southern got on into the field house. All right, Seaforth staying on here. It's hot, man. Yeah. I'm a little surprised by
give
that.
Me some Gatorade.
But
I'll tell you that.
This is some old school coaching, man. You're down 35-0. You don't get to go get Gatorade in the field house, I guess. I don't know. All right, interesting decision by the coaching staff there. We'll see how it goes in the second half, but it's been all Southern, not only on the scoreboard but on the field. Seaforth not able to do anything on offense, and the defense has no answer right now. And you compound that with the miscues in special teams for Seaforth, and it's been rough. Lee County with points on all but one of their possessions, and that was a 48-yard field goal attempt by Brian McCullum, the only thing to go wrong until the interception. I take that back. They didn't score on the last possession either when they threw the pick. But Southern, got to love this. I'm excited for Coach Blanks and these guys down here. Seaforth, going to see if they can rally and get back in this. I am very interested to see what kind of adjustments Coach Gray over there on that far sideline makes. I am Chris. This is Jerry. You got anything to add before we go get Gatorade?
Chris is excited.
I'm hyped.
He got me down with 2 minutes to get back to get some. He's excited about this Cavaliers team, man. Hey, I can't blame him. They're playing good football.
All right, this has been the RE/MAX Halftime Show. We will see you on the other side of the break with the second half from here at Southern Lee. I'm having a good time. Hope you are too.
Dipping, dunking, or drizzling? Sweet! Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford with the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles or check out our state-of-the-art service system where our team can have you back on track in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC General Motors. We are professional grade.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Fashee, and we are First Bank.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, and if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
Funnel cakes at Zaxby's? Sweet! Fried to perfection and dusted with powdered sugar? Sweet! Paired with a caramel sauce that's great for dipping, dunking, or drizzling? Sweet! Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford with the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles or check out our state-of-the-art service system where our team can have you back on track in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC General Motors. We are professional grade.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Fashee, and we are First Bank.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, and if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
Funnel cakes at Zaxby's? Sweet! Fried to perfection and dusted with powdered sugar? Sweet! Paired with a caramel sauce that's great for dipping, dunking, or drizzling? Sweet! Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford with the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles or check out our state-of-the-art service system where our team can have you back on track in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, General Motors. We are professional grade.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Fashee, and we are First Bank.
At the Shed.
And we are back.
All right, so a little technical issue going on
a little bit
to open up the second half, but that's all right. And if you have stuck through halftime in a 35-0 high school football game in the second week of the season, bless your heart. All right, a 28-yard kickoff return from Seaforth to open things, and then
almost a completed pass by Seaforth.
And Seaforth with yet another incompletion. That is now 6 incompletions in a row after 3 straight completions to open the game. And I tell you what, everybody out there, a little bit of footsteps in their ears. That was Weaver
dropping the ball.
Not his first drop of the night. Clock stopped at 10:59 to go in the third quarter. 35-0 Cavaliers. Keep in mind that pursuant to North Carolina high school rules, 42-0 sparks a running clock. All right, Intrican takes the snap, swings it out, and 2 Cavaliers there. They're going to stop that for a loss. The completion is there, but -1 on the reception for number 12.
13, Matthew Kidd and Julian McNeil on the tackle.
All right, Seaforth to punt. Clock stopped, 10:16 to go in the third quarter. No punt returns for Southern Lee thus far. That's a long looping exchange, and thought about coming up for the fair catch. Now going to take it on a bounce. That is Johnny Jones back there deep, I believe. No, it's not either. That is number 2, Julian McNeil back there fielding punts to open the second half. 10 minutes even on the clock in the third quarter. Robbie Sims, no completions in the first half. Finished up with a pick.
Second quarter. And neighboring Lee County is tied 14-14.
All right. Southern out here, I would expect them to be methodical, take the air out of the football, run this clock in at tailback to open the second half. They've got a split tailback. That is Johnny Jones on the carry, cuts it up inside. He's got 10, got 15 on the first down carry for Jones. Jones ended the first half with 7 carries for 66 yards. Gets 15 on his first carry there. All right, no urgency here for Southern Lee. Sims been under. And this is a full house backfield.
Full house, haven't seen this in a while.
All right, and the carry is to Douglas. Tyrese Douglas turns it up.
Look
out. Look out. Tyrese Douglas trying to get it to the house. He is gone. That is 63 yards on the touchdown scamper for Tyrese Douglas. And his second touchdown of the night.
Tell you what, that full house, man. I tell you what, I haven't seen as much from anyone as I've seen from Southern Lee tonight. Being under center. Have not seen that.
I don't know that Sims has taken a snap from the shotgun yet.
Blank's bringing back the old school football.
Look, if you're going to run the football, I don't understand why you snap it 4 or 5 yards backwards before you try to move it up the field.
Agreed.
I've always believed that. And, you know, we see so much shotgun in high school football. And the reason you see teams do one or the other and not both is because there is a limited amount of time of practice, and it's a completely different operation. Southern, they have chosen to go straight under center with this run game. I like it. And this stable of backs, man, come on. That's 6 rushing touchdowns now. Brian McCullum, who was having a great night up to that point, is wide left. 9:15 remaining in the third quarter. Douglas's second touchdown run. That is 6 rushing TDs, 41-0. And you know, if you're a conspiracy theorist, you know, did they miss that one to keep this clock intact?
I don't think so.
I don't either. But you know.
Southern Lee's going to go in to conference play with a lot of confidence.
It is apparent that the entire Clayton family is at the game tonight. All right. That's exactly what I just said, Don. He missed it so that they could keep the clock stopped. I like the strategy, man. You know. Point spread, point differential, man, it's a factor in the numbers. I don't care what anybody says. All right. McCullum opened the game with 2 touchbacks, and then Southern decided we're going to go a different route and has another kicker on here to kick. Number 20 in our program is Jamel Benz. I don't think that's who that is, but I could be wrong. Fielded at about the 10, dropped, and here we go. All right, big return coming, and chased down, still moving, and finally dragged down at the 41-yard line. That is Anthony Weiss with the big return.
Hey, they can definitely return a kickoff.
They got that phase of the game.
They got that point. They're going to get positive yardage there.
There's a cramp on the far side of the field with one of the Cavalier players on the coverage team. While they stretch him out, we will take a quick break. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week. I'm Chris. This is Jerry. Thanks for hanging out with us. We will see you with more Southern Lee Seaforth on the other side of the break.
Funnel cakes at Zaxby's? Sweet! Fried to perfection and dusted with powdered sugar? Sweet! Paired with a caramel sauce that's great for dipping, dunking, or drizzling? Sweet! Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
All right, well, we could have stayed into another break there. Jerry, what do you want to talk about, sir?
I want to talk about Southern Lee again. Let's just keep it where it's at. Southern Lee, like I was saying, they're going to go into conference play, depending on the next few games, but at least these two, with a lot of confidence, man. A lot. And what we're seeing with Richmond County, it may be Southern Lee right there with Lee County.
Let me tell you something. This occurred to me that I expected to see tonight. I thought what would be very critical to Southern's performance tonight would be the performance of their quarterback, Robbie Sims. Mm-hmm. Sims not having a particularly good night. Hadn't completed a pass yet, got the pick, hadn't done anything in the run game. He is shepherding the offense, so there's a lot to be said for that. But I also know that Brett Blanks can step in and do exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
And they don't lose a whole lot there. So you've got depth there at quarterback.
Yeah.
Tyrese Douglas obviously having a big night, but if Douglas were to, miss some time, not be available, get worn out, Johnny Jones
He's
right there.
Be all right, yeah.
You've got a stable of receivers. They just keep cycling these guys through. Primarily what they do is ask them to block. We know these young men can run.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not a lot of depth in terms of the girth on that offensive line, but my point is that at the important positions here, a lot of depth, which, buys you some safety there.
Yeah.
And also creates a situation where as you get into the dog days of the fall,
Agree.
You can rotate some bodies in there.
Agree.
And I'll tell you what, Sims has asserted himself as the quarterback on this team.
Mm-hmm.
But in a pinch, if you need to add some dynamism as far as athletic ability, Blanks can go under center just like that, and he opens up a whole nother element.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm excited about this squad. Talking with the folks here, on the Southern Lee staff as part of the support group up here, they're fired up about the energy that Coach Blanks has instilled in these guys. You can't help but get fired up around this guy. And we see him on the field. I mean, he is the first one out there during timeout. He's barking, he's yelling, he's got a limited amount of energy. I admire that because I don't. All right, Intrican from the gun. Oh, movement again. Seaforth having – well, yeah. A little confusion with the officials, but that's a false start, and that'll cost them 5. 1st and 15 coming up, 9:04 to go. Good crowd out here tonight.
Very good. Always, man. That's one thing you can count. Dedicated fans. Yeah. They're very dedicated.
Yeah, Seaforth traveled fairly well across the way. Not a particularly long drive for those folks coming in here. They could probably get from campus to campus in about 20 minutes, maybe 25. Intrican trying to get outside, rolling. He'll go out just beyond the line of scrimmage. He'll get 1 on the run. Just nothing downfield.
It's nothing at all, man.
Cat Nation, let's give more time for the Cavalier cheerleaders.
Cavaliers defense hadn't really been tested at all tonight outside of special teams.
Nope, the passes that we've seen for the most part, almost exclusively have been within that, that 5-yard box. Quick hitters over the middle. There's been some misdirections, some rollouts where they've hit receivers short. We haven't seen Intrican try to get the ball down the field at all. There's another flag as the play was going to VC. And
Coach Blanks.
And that's going to be another false start. We go 5 yards back, and now we're 2nd and 19.
Oh, yeah. That is it.
The question has to be asked, has anybody ever seen Coach Fred Blanks and Lovie Smith in the same room at the same time? just saying. I tell you what, man, if you've met Coach Blanks, Lovie Smith has got that, that charm, that sort of laid-back Southern drawl. He was an assistant at Ohio State on defense, and he's, parlayed that all the way through the ranks. Head coach in the NFL, head coach at Illinois. a million stops along the way. Fred Blanks couldn't be any different than that. Or couldn't be any more different than that.
Yeah.
3 on the carry there for VC.
Completed pass.
Caught to VC, or caught by VC, and then good open field tackle. There's a flag coming in for a hold there that is likely to be declined. A gain of 2 on the pass. Caught by VC.
Number 13, Matt Kidd with a nice tackle.
Block in the back is the call, and one way or the other it'll be declined here. 4th and 16 coming up. All right. Julian McNeil back for the Cavaliers has not returned one. Nope. They have changed punt returners yet again, I believe, and that is number 1, Jalen Barnes, back to field this punt. I'm going to have to ask Coach Blanks about that. The Zaxby's Coaches Show will pick up on Monday. We'll be on site at Wilkinson Cadillac, 7 o'clock Monday. Coach Blanks will be with us in studio, and I'm going to have to ask him if this is by design that they've got these punt returners back here not fielding that. Well, decision-making questionable there. We're going to get none on the return, and that was a big risk that
really big.
Barnes took. But I know there are athletes there, and I'm a little surprised they're not trying to take advantage of that and get into open spaces. All right, 41-0, 6:58 to go, third quarter. Points here means that we have a running clock. We'll explain the rules relative to that if it happens. And that is going to be a hold during the punt by the punting team, it appears. Well, are they going to make them punt? They're going to make them punt it again.
Sheesh.
Wow. Or are they putting the offense back on the field? I'm confused. Oh, they got roughing the punter. I didn't even see that. My goodness. Jerry, you're on the color. You're supposed to catch that.
I didn't see that.
I didn't either.
I honestly did not see that.
That is going to be a Seaforth first down.
I was surprised. I was happy that they got the punt off.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I did not see that. Southern hadn't been coming after these kicks, so I got to say I lost focus on the punter a beat sooner than I probably should have. My bad, dear viewers. 6:58 to go. Seaforth with a break there. Southern Lee sideline looks unimpressed by that call, by the way.
Yeah. No excitement at all.
Yeah, they're not real. They're not buying. So now, this officiating crew is struggling tonight, buddy. So it was not roughing. I don't know what they've called here. They haven't given us a definitive signal, but now they are going to give the ball to Southern, and they're going to mark off a penalty from the end of the kick.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know. It's got to be, was it a 5-yard running into?
It had to be.
No, they just marked it farther than. I don't know what they called. Not going to lie. And they have not indicated anything to us. The mics are not working. I don't know that anybody on either sideline understands what just happened. That's not the first time tonight.
They're just going with it, man. They're just going with it.
I don't want to be an official, so I'm not going to criticize the officials. That's my story. All right, all the way back at the 14. Yeah, I don't know what they marked off because the ball was fielded up at about the 25. So you got me. Here we go. I don't know how they called a personal foul during that play. Okay. So they called a personal foul against Southern Lee and then marked it from the spot of the return or the spot that the kick was fielded Okay. Not even a little bit. So now they're okay. Oh my God! All right, so the personal foul was against Seaforth, which means that it's 15 yards from the spot of the spot of the end of the run. They're going to add 15 yards to that. That all makes sense. I don't know how I have no idea. Anyway, in the end, they got it right, I suppose. I didn't see the personal foul either, but here we go. And now we're going to get the mic, and nope, now he changed his mind.
A lot going on with these.
A lot going on,
man.
6:58 to go. Southern, first and 10 at the 43, and I'm just going to pretend none of that.
Yeah, I was trying to catch the call, and I didn't see nothing.
All right, Sims' hands. It's fullback right up the belly. Look at that.
Right up the belly.
Boom. Kamari Davis, 12 yards on the first down run.
So I'll give a scoring update real quick that's in the conference. Butler 27, Richmond 0, Pinecrest 14, Overhills 12. 34-0 Richmond with the new update, 20 to 14 Scotland over Terry Sanford at the moment, 21-14 Lee County over St. Paul, and Union Pines 19-14 over in Northwood High School. Correct.
Scoring Union Pines 19, Northwood 14.
309 yards on the ground for Southern halfway through the third quarter. 0 yards in the passing game. 309. My goodness.
Yeah.
Tyrese Douglas leading the way with 167 yards on 11 carries. Johnny Jones creeping up on 100 yards. He has 81 on 8 carries. 28 for Kamari Davis after that carry. Pacing these Southern Lee Cavaliers.
Over 400 yards.
Yeah, we just said 400. They're going to get to 400.
Definitely said it.
They're going to get about 45 of them on this next play.
Well, Chris, let's go talk about this Richmond County. 34-0.
I don't have anything to say about Richmond because last year when Richmond opened up and looked so bad,
but let me say this. Let me say this about last year. Last year they were losing in close games. These are blowouts. There's a difference in the game being close and then you getting blown out, man.
They on the road today or are they at home?
They're on the road.
Okay. Because that home loss to 71st, man, I'm gonna tell you right now.
That was a stinger.
I wish I had the opportunity to go down to Richmond Monday or Tuesday after that game, because Richmond is like Chapel Hill during basketball season.
Yeah.
All anybody talks about is Richmond football. Yeah. And I tell you, you'd say that they're annoying or that they get on your nerves down there in Richmond. Folks from Richmond, they love that football. They know that football. They know the history. It is a football town.
Yes.
But to lose at home to 71st like that, man,
yes.
I would have loved just to hear what the folks had to say.
I'm in a high school football.
Yikes.
I'm in a North Carolina high school football group on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And you have Richmond County fans, Crest, Kings Mountain. The three of them, if you're in this group, and we're talking about high school all over the state of North Carolina, they feel they are the cream of the crop when it comes to state titles and things of that nature. To see them quiet is lovely.
Oof.
I'm going to just say it like that. It is lovely. It is lovely.
All right, Kamari Davis is up. Is that who that is?
Yes.
Coming off the field, the big man. That's Kamari Davis coming off the field gingerly.
After that nice run.
Kamari Davis.
Hopefully this is just a cramp.
Well, yeah, and the water bottle in hand probably tells the tale. It is muggy.
Yeah.
We've got the air conditioner blowing in here, and I'm soaked.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, first down for these Cavaliers.
First and 10.
Another Shed Depot first down. All right, split backfield here. Jones and Douglas both in there. And in at fullback is...
Can't see the numbers.
I can't either.
Something.
I know. 26?
25, 26, one of those.
Oh, Sims almost dropped the snap. Now he's going to roll. Looking, ooh, gets swallowed up. And he'll go backwards. Loses 4. The sack there. Number 56 and number 5 for Seaforth. Number 5, Braden Holdsclaw leading the way.
I definitely want to see Southern Lee move the ball through the air a little bit to see if I can see the second side of their offense. I know we don't have to. I mean, with 309 plus yards rushing,
at some point you got to.
We definitely want to see it.
You got to get those reps in. Hard for the receivers to stay focused. So that play is going to be. Well, so that had to be a formation penalty, not a false start. So a procedure call declined by Seaforth. They'll take the play. Sims with a 4-yard loss, 2nd and 14. But, you know, a challenge for the receivers to stay engaged in terms of the passing game when you're just not throwing the ball. And that's stood up. That's a good stand by Seaforth there.
Nice.
3rd and long coming up. And that is
26.
I cannot tell what number that is. That is 26, who's in there for Kamari Davis.
25 or.
Oh, you know who that is? That is Wynn Crazley's grandson.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, it is. Number
Mr.
26.
Window.
That is Tommy Lineberry in there.
Okay.
Getting the run or getting into the book.
That is him.
All right, here's the 3rd down carry. That's Johnny Jones. He gets sideways. Man, made something out of nothing. He's going to have him 3 yards short. And interesting decision here for.
Of course, they're going for it. But of course.
Oh, they marked him a lot shorter than it appeared, and even on the. All right, so we'll give him 8 on the carry for Jones there. All right, 4th down, 4th and 7 coming up for the Cavs. Sims under center. Takes the snap, hands. This is Tyrese Douglas. Douglas looking, breaks it, gone. And his 3rd touchdown. That is 42 yards on the carry for Douglas. 42 yards takes him to his 3rd touchdown and over the 200-yard mark for the night. 209 now on 12 carries. Tyrese Douglas putting on a clinic on the big 4th down carry there. That is a backbreaker. The clock is stopped now for the extra point. It will only start, or it will start on the change of possession, and it will run without stopping except for changes of possession from this point forward. 47-0. Douglas 41 yards. Give him 42 on the carry. Boy, oh boy, that kick is up, and that was good. Like Brian McCullum was mad after he missed the last one. 3:42 to go, 47-0 Cavaliers. The buses are running in the parking lot
right now.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe.
See all kinds of folks taxiing into the ball game on both sides. Get some reps for some guys who otherwise might not see much time on the field.
Not mad at this running clock.
Nope. Again, we will have the Zaxby's Coaches Show. I'll have Coach Steve Bordeaux will recap the Lee County St. Paul's game, and we'll get a chance to talk to Coach Fred Blanks. This will be a very different tenor to this interview, I would assume, than it has been in the past over here at Southern Lee for the last few years. I'm excited about getting a chance to talk to him. He's a good dude. I like him. He scares the crap out of me, but, whatever. No, he's a good dude. Very, very Marine Corps drill sergeant type of fella.
He has that aura.
All right, here's the kick. It is a high spinner. This is going to be whistled back. Somebody was offsides, or they hadn't gotten the go sign. Got an update on that Lee County St. Paul's?
I just checked on there. And right now it's still holding same 21-14.
Jackets? All right. What about Union Pines?
19-14.
You can tell us which side is
Pines.
All right, Union Pines on top 19-14.
So everything's the same from the updates I gave.
Big guy, I don't remember, dude. I'm old.
Oh yeah.
Vikings up 19-14. Union Pines in a must-win game. Jason Trisdale, I love you to death. You might not like me saying that, but you need to win that ball game.
Yeah.
The road to the postseason gets really tough if they don't get a W there. All right. Fielded at the 19. Seaforth been good on returns all night. This is another good return. Have it out to the 37-yard line where Seaforth will take up shop. 1st and 10. Clock is running. Tick, 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 tick. All right. I said we'd get to 400 yards. As it stands. Let me do some quick ciphering.
Martin to Hill.
335 is the unofficial count right now for Lee County or Southern Lee on the ground. All right, there's a snap from the gun. Swings it out to the left and spun around, helicoptered a little bit there. On the reception, number 21, that is Dane O'Neill with the catch.
I love the excitement from what is that? 3 Michael Blanks.
He is a high
love
energy
the excitement.
guy.
He has a lot of energy, man. And we have a player down.
All right, 3 straight completions now for Intricate. And a player down after the catch. That's O'Neill. Got hit hard on the play. We'll hope for the best there as the staff gets out there to treat the injury. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week. Chris Delambert, Jerry Chalmers on the call from the campus of Southern Lee High School in Sanford, North Carolina. See you on the other side of the break.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed. One where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one place to make your buying experience easier. Visit our sales center located just off US Highway 1 in Sanford, or get started today at ShedDepotNC.com to view in-stock models or to design your perfect shed using our 3D design tool.
Oh, I'm just saying. I could be wrong.
Oh, you're a lawyer, Chris. I might need you to find that out for me, man. I know we're talking about football, but I may need you to find that out for me, man.
Somebody at home, man, Texas, let us know. French Bulldogs, man, what are the rules for registering them? My understanding, as of, a pretty good resource, is that if they're all black, you can't register them. I don't know. We have a French Bulldog at the house. Her name is Peach.
Well, I just got 2.
What are
I
their
got
names?
A boy and a girl.
I don't even want to ask you how much you paid for those.
Well, we're not going to talk about it, but my daughter named them both Dakota and Montana.
All right. Well, that's funny that there is a geography-based theme, because our Bulldog, he is a Bull Jack Terrier. He's an American Bulldog Jack Russell mix.
Yeah.
His name is George because he comes from Georgia.
Okay.
And his little sister, our Frenchie, who cost $1 bazillion, is Peach. So
From
George
the Peach State.
and Peach, you know.
Okay.
And no, she is not from the Peach State. We just did it because we have George and Peach. But Peach is from right here in Sanford, North Carolina.
Okay.
Her mom and dad, I think, hail from Serbia, to be honest.
Oh.
Yeah, we have a very tight connection with a breeder. All right, there's the snap. Intrican drops under pressure, rolling. Going to have that first down. Yes. Needed 4, got about 5. A piece or for the pair? That's about what we did. But we had the family hookup.
Yeah, same.
That ain't much of a hookup, buddy.
Yeah, same. I was thinking, we were looking at some, man, 10 grand. Oh no.
Our French Bulldog
no.
adventure began as a joke. It's 40 seconds to go, by the way, and if you're still tuning in, clock is running 48-0. Southern Lee is your margin here. Seaforth at midfield. We got our Bull Jack Terrier, and he was not a rescue, but he's from a litter of puppies. It was my family.
Yeah.
And it was one of my daughters. Ooh, spun out of tackle. VC with good hard running. Going to have 20. Oh, he could go. There is no flag on the play. 50 yards. VC with the catch and run, and good for Seaforth.
Yeah, man.
As we reach double zeros at the end of the third quarter, Seaforth is on the board with a 50-yard reception.
That was nice.
It was.
That was nice.
I like that.
Broken tackle.
Nobody
Nobody
wants to get shut out.
Anthony VC with a big run.
He did, showing some wheels, man.
Yeah,
showing
man.
some wheels. All right, so Seaforth on the board, 48-6.
What?
So what just happened? Oh, it's the end of the quarter, so they're going to go ahead and move to the other end. Yes, okay. All right, so double zeros on the clock. And since it is running clock, the very technical way to do this is it's the start of the fourth quarter, so they're going to line up on the other end of the field.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Union Pines is in a dogfight. Right now, 20-19, Northwood.
Come on, Vikings. Let's go, UP. Let's go, UP. So, back to the dogs.
Yeah.
We have this Bull Jack Terrier that is my best friend in the world. He's one of my favorite beings. I love this dude. And my wife, not as much a fan. And I gotta, if I'm being honest, she was kind of mean to the dog when he was a puppy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think at some point she realized that's a really cool dog, and I should have been nicer to the dog. So she started on this. I'm gonna get a French Bulldog from this breeder. And I was like, yeah, right, that's not going to happen. She didn't even want the one dog we got. There's no chance she's going to have 2. And I thought this thing would just sort of run its course.
Yeah.
Well, I come home one day, and she's like, oh, hey, they're bringing the dog over. And I was like, well, cool, we're going to see how the dogs get along, and then maybe we'll talk about it. And she's like, yeah, that's what's going on.
Right.
They bring the dog in. The dogs get along just fine. And then these folks are like, all right, we're out. And I'm like, well, would you take your dog?
Listen.
No, that was never the plan. My wife pulled that over on me. And then it was weeks later when I was like, hey, I'm just out of curiosity. How much did you pay for that dog?
Oh, yeah.
And she told me, and I passed out.
Yeah,
I passed out cold.
Yeah.
But she's a cool addition. Peach is awesome, and I'm sure you'll enjoy yours.
Oh, yeah.
When'd you get him? When'd you get him?
Tonight.
Oh, tonight.
I have not.
You haven't even met him yet?
I haven't even met him
come
yet.
On, man.
Tonight, man.
Wow. All right.
They came from Atlanta.
Okay.
Family members. What happened, how we ended up getting them, my daughter's dog, London, who was a pocket bully, she died during birth.
Oh.
She died giving birth.
Yeah.
Puppies were a little too big, and the doctors didn't want to do a C-section. It was a little too late. So, hey.
Terrible.
So, she forced me. First, she told me she wanted a German Shepherd, and then she seen a French Bulldog in Walmart with somebody carrying one, and she fell in love. We had to make it happen. So, it started off as one. Well, they're brothers and they're brother and sister. And the person I got it from, they kept talking about how they don't want to separate them or whatever like that. But
they got you.
Hey, go and send them to me, and what I'm gonna do I gotta try it before I get too attached is to sell that one, and if I don't, then hey, I guess I have to.
You really think
It ain't gonna happen.
That's gonna happen. Yeah. Okay. All right, Jerry. Sure. Yeah. That's exactly how it's gonna go down.
That is the plan.
That's exactly how that's gonna go down.
That
sure
is
it is.
the plan.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me know when that dog leaves your house. That dog is gonna be eating your food for 15 years. Buddy.
Man, I tell you.
And hey, you're not ready for how they snore.
Oh, I already know.
You ain't even ready.
I already know my pocket bully snored really bad.
So are your dogs kennel dogs?
Yes, they are kennel dogs.
Okay. Where are they kenneled?
They will be in the den. They will be in the den.
All right. We kennel our dogs in our master bedroom. It's a big master bedroom.
Oh no!
And it's something, man. I'm here to tell you, buddy. And the problem is that we kenneled the first one there all the time, and he's perfect. He's perfect. He sleeps until we get up. It could be 11 o'clock on a Saturday. He's going to stay in there. Iron bladder. He's a great dog. So the second one, it was just natural that we were going to do that. But, man, when she gets to sleep, buddy, she snores like a 65-year-old man.
Yeah. That's how my pocket bully was, man. You can hear her all the way down
the house. I know.
All the way.
Yep.
No problem.
So, yeah.
And it seems the one for my son that he's there. He's there to get him right now, her and my daughter. The girl dog is very cool, calm, collect, chills. The boy dog,
wide open.
He's all over the place already. Yeah. So
no, ours, man. You'll forget she's around. And my bull jag, he's kind of wide open.
Yeah.
The Frenchie, man, you'll forget she's there.
Oh yeah.
In fact, my wife says she's a vampire because when we let them out, they go in the backyard.
Yeah.
And the bull jag, he'll come and go as he pleases, whatever. But we'll leave the door cracked. She won't come through a door unless you invite her through. So you have to invite her through, and you have to get out of the doorway, or she will not go through the door. It's like she's a vampire, and you have to invite her in the house. It's wild. Yeah. But I'm gonna text Jaden right now and tell him that your plan is to sell that dog and see how that goes.
Yeah. He's gonna talk about taking it back to school, but I don't know about that neither.
Kid, come on.
I don't know if my daughter gonna let it happen.
Look, I got two of my kids right now that are in roommate situations. Both of them have roommates that have brought a dog into the relationship, and it's terrible. But, if you're going to have a dog with a roommate, your roommate has to, be a part of that. Oof. Otherwise, you got problems, man.
Agreed.
You got problems. Timeout on the field. Seaforth want to talk about it. Southern Lee right now, 322 yards on the ground tonight, none through the air.
I'll tell you what, Scotland and Terry Sanford are now in a battle. 28 Scotland, Terry Sanford 22.
I would not have expected anything less. That's two good 3A teams there. All right, Sims from under center. No, there's a change at quarterback.
Okay.
Number 21 is in there at quarterback, and that is... It snuck up on me. I don't have that one in my program.
And there's number 26 with another big carry.
Who is number 21 in their quarterback?
Well, that's probably our JV QB.
I would think so.
I'm thinking that would be Jordan Tipton.
Jordan Tipton in at quarterback. Not identified. That is the sophomore quarterback. Also plays safety on defense. And that was 9 yards on the carry.
That was Mr. Limberry on that carry.
All right. Mr. Lineberry with 9 yards.
Ooh, that's a bruising run. Is that number 22?
9 for Lineberry, and that is 10, 17. We'll give 19 more on the carry. They are clearing the bench right now. Is that Jacob Phillips on the carry?
That's Southern Lee.
Oh, yeah. Lineberry with 9. Kamari Simmons, the junior tailback, comes in 19 yards on his first touch. And now my scorecard is a mess. Lineberry and 1. And we had 9. And there is the second hand to Kamari Simmons. Simmons going to get 3.
Another score update. Pinecrest 23, Overhills 12.
Pinecrest, a good ball club, buddy.
Yes, sir. And Overhills, I tell you, Lee County lost a good backup tailback to overheels, but if you can say a starter, if a backup goes to overheels and a starter is pretty good, what does that tell you about Lee County's running back?
I mean, come on. I mean, B.J. Brown is about as good a tailback as there is in the state. There aren't 5 tailbacks anybody would rather have. Probably going to play college baseball.
I think he's going to do both.
Could be. Depends on what school he lands at. There is the pitch. Simmons with a head of steam. That's a
lot
big
of room.
Man. That is a big man down to the 8-yard, no, the 13, 21, 31. That is 18 yards on the carry. That is now a bunch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Amari? Thank you.
Tell you what, Jermaine Banks at Overheels is the starting tailback there. He definitely runs with his whole body. Whole body.
All right, 1st and 10 inside the Remax red zone. Coach Blanks has cleared the bench. That is to Simmons again. Simmons a load. Going to fall forward for a couple there.
Simmons. That's a new back there, Chris.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Who we got in there?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
But I know Simmons is on the sideline right here. There you go. Number 22. Who's 22?
28, they said. 28. Amari Britton.
So 22.
Amari Britton
is 28.
Sophomore.
That's who's on the sideline. So we got 22 that's in the game right now. Kamari Simmons.
Okay. That's 7 more for Britton.
So now, that's 22 that just came to the sideline. It's the numbers, you guys. That's all it is. We got 28 here, Kamari. Then you got Amari. Is that right? Hey, man. We're trying. Don't hold us. Don't hold it against us.
And I think Davis is back into the game after having left with cramps.
Number 3.
Kamari Davis. I think it's number 9. Kamari Davis. I could be wrong. That is a touchdown for Lee County. And
that's Marcus Blanks.
Is that Michael Blanks? That's Michael Blanks in there with a touchdown. Michael Blanks in from 3 yards out. Blanks into the game. He gets 3 and a touchdown. And that'll make it 54-6. And that, if my count is correct, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Cavaliers with rushing touchdowns tonight. McCullough on for the extra point. It was 48. It is 54-6, or 54-7, excuse me. And McCullum adds the extra point. 5:35 to go, and we're on the precipice of 400 yards rushing for Southern. Don't know if we're going to get there. That depends on whether or not they can force 3 and out here.
And we have 28-14 Lee County.
All right, Lee County starting to put some distance between themselves and St. Paul's. I think the most compelling game there that you're talking about is that Northwood Union Pines.
Definitely.
2 teams that need that W.
It's good to see the Southern Lee sidelines excited again about football. Didn't see it in a while, and I like it.
Well, and part of the, part of the other part of that that's good to see is, more than 2 or 3 coaches on the sideline.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think it was Scotland a couple years ago where Scotland, I think, had more coaches than Southern had players dressed.
I think I counted like 18 or 19 coaches. Unbelievable.
It was.
First time I seen that. That was at Union Pines I seen it.
And this is the 3rd different Cavalier to kick off. And the ball is fumbled there and now picked up, and here comes a good return. Making something out of nothing. Ooh, big collision there at the end. On the return, that is Nicholas Gregory. A lot of different guys getting their hand on the ball in the return game for Seaforth. All of them done well. Who is our post-game sponsor, Mr. Chalmers?
Our post-game sponsor. Well, I think that accolade belongs to First Bank.
First Bank. Locally owned and operated. A lot of clean jerseys out there on the field for Southern. Clock running, 4:43 to go. Intrican still in there at quarterback for Seaforth. Spread formation here. And Gregory comes in motion. There's a snap. VC, who had the big catch and run earlier.
Hey, nice run there.
A little back. VC, a senior tailback. Listen to 5'8", 170. Got some burst to him. Gets about 8 on the first down carry. 4 minutes to go. Clock continues to run.
8 yards on the play. Second down and 2.
Jerry, you play golf?
The best thing you're going to get out of me is going to drive time. You know. That's the best you're going to get out of me, man. I've tried. It seems very relaxing.
There is nothing. It is my happy place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I like being on being on the water throwing the rod.
You know what? I would rather sleep in.
You're right.
I have never. Right. And you know what? I fished a lot as a kid. Man. I spent a lot of time in Florida when I was a kid, and we walked down the bayou. And, you know, I've been out there on the piers. I've done all that stuff, but I did not grow an affinity for fishing where I'm like, that really brings me peace.
Right.
I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why, but I tell you what, golfing, man, there's not much I'd rather do.
Oh, yeah. My granddad, who's 93 years old, we lost my grandmother last year, and my aunt came in from Texas and took my granddad down to the pier at Wrightsville Beach.
Really?
And to see him cast that fishing rod at 93 years old, you know, that was just great. That's something that he did as our grandfather took us out coasting.
I thought you were going to tell me that you took him out and watched him play golf, and I was going to say, I tell him I'll play him.
Oh, no.
I'll take your grandpa's money.
Yeah, he'll tell you he's not doing nothing that consists of walking.
Intrican from the gun, hands to VC again. VC is I'm not sure I understand why he's not the feature back. He has got some wiggle to him and good burst. Big run out there, creeping up on 100 yards total offense.
Yeah, that's different. I mean, that's kind of – we seen that last year a little bit with another team in our conference.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Wondering why.
And now they're back to a different guy at tailback. I'm confused. Nothing to say. I checked that out immediately, and I was like, are you serious right now? All right, Intrican from the gun. Running out of time here. 1:42 to go. There's the hand. VC with another carry, and he's positive yardage and shows a little bit of forward lean. Gets 4 on the carry. 1.5 minutes to go. Clock continues to run. Again, once you've got a 42-point deficit, the clock does not stop, except on change of possession. So 2 or 3 more plays here, and we could have put a bow on this one and get into the First Bank post-game show. Don't forget that on Monday night on the NFHS Network, the Zaxby's Coaches Show, I'll be live with Coach Steve Perdue of the Lee County Yellow Jackets and Coach Fred Blanks from these Cavaliers. Both teams looking to go 2-0. And VC with another first down, forced out of bounds. 46 and counting. 2 more snaps, maybe 1. Seaforth, man, what are you talking about on the ride home? Not much, right?
Man, we're just going to talk about the fourth quarter, how we did get some offense going a little bit. That's about it. We're going to forget this game. And I keep looking at my little buddy right here. He's just looking around like, I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
Having a blast. There are a couple kids out there with the cheerleaders.
Yeah, he was just looking like, I don't think I'm supposed to be out here. Yeah.
My position would be that he definitely supposed to be out.
Yeah, that's a fact. So we're going to talk about Seaforth. I mean, I'm not going to go in on them bad.
That's it.
I'm not going to go in on them bad.
All right, 55-7, Cavaliers over the Seaforth Hawks. And we will stay right here for the First Bank post-game show. It will be, I will be, as we used to say in the Army, I will be brief and I will be gone.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Southern with nearly 400 yards of rushing. Got to love the rushing game. Not really excited about the passing game, but, they've got some time to work this out. They have a favorable schedule. They have a favorable schedule moving in through the next couple weeks and have a legit shot to go into into conference play undefeated. But one game at a time. Nobody here is going to let them get themselves ahead of that. Coach Blanks, if I know one thing, he will have these guys focused week in and week out. They get East Randolph next week, and then Fairmont to close the non-conference schedule.
Mm-hmm.
They are on the road at East Randolph. We will not be in that game, but I will be watching the replay of that game very closely. I like what I see from Southern. They play downhill on defense. They've got athletes. They've always had athletes on both sides of the ball, but now they have enough guys in those matte orange helmets that they can spread the effort around. They're not burning these athletes up. There's some top shelf talent on this team. There's some guys that might be playing on Saturdays on this ball club, and they're putting the rest of the region on notice, man.
I like it, man.
This is a good ball club, and it's fun stuff going on here. They need to stack wins in non-conference play. They're doing that. Your thoughts, Jerry?
Like any coach will tell you, dominate the games that you're supposed to dominate.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what they did. They came in here. Defense played great. The run game was great. I would like to see more passing coming from Southern Lee. Once a team starts loading up that box when you run the ball, to be able to drop back and make some good passes. I like that Southern goes up under the center. That's not something that you see. You don't see the traditional football in high school football anymore right now. And seeing that, it says a lot about the coach. I don't have to follow in nobody's footsteps.
Yeah, everybody wants to.
Let me create my own stuff.
Everybody wants to run the RPO, or at least give that RPO look where they've got the quarterback in the gun.
Yeah.
And, he's doing something a little bit different here. He's lined up in the eye, under center, and running the ball at you. We've seen two backs here that can do things, even when the play breaks down. That's a big deal. But I tell you what, if you can add a little bit of passing and get some balls over the top onto tape, and they've got the athletes to do it.
Yeah.
They just need to get those reps and make that happen. This becomes pretty scary. And on defense, they're going to play good, sound football. They tackle well. They rally to the football. They take pride in what they're doing. I'm excited for Southern Lee. I'm happy about it. I can't wait to talk to Coach Blanks on Monday.
Yes, sir. I hate them missing.
This is a great way to kick off the weekend. You can come over to the show, hang out.
Yeah, I got to clock in.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got me in Nissan. Yeah, but don't be mad. Come and see me at Nissan. Jerry Chalmers, Classic Nissan, Sanford. Don't tell Tim.
Shameless, man.
Don't tell Tim.
Tim will not have watched all the way through this part. I am Chris Delambert. I have had a blast. This is a great way to kick off a weekend. Man. I got a lot of stuff going on. This is a great start to it. I hope you've enjoyed hanging out with us. If you've made us thus far, give yourselves a big gold star. It's hard to hang in all the way through games like this, but thanks. Sir. And we will see you next week. Where are we at next week?
We're back at Lee County.
Who we got?
We
got Southeast Guilford coming to town. We will be on the call for Lee County. Nate Cochran, who is the third part of this team.
Yeah.
Maybe the most important part of the team. He's not around. Me and Jerry will hold it down until he gets back.
Yep.
But it's been a blast. I am Chris. This is Jerry. This is the First Bank post-game show. Thanks to all our sponsors. Thanks for you guys tuning in. Peace.
First Bank presents the post-game show on the NFHS Network. Brought to you by New Image Media.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. My name is Rich Trockton, and we are First Bank.